Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 12 of The Road to Doomsday, our rewatch podcast where we go through the entire filmography of the Marvel Cinematic Universe while we approach the release of Avengers Doomsday. I'm your host, Connor Mercer, and I'm joined by Trevor Evans.
Yo.
And Francesco La Puma.
Hello.
So, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
One hell of a movie.
Such a good movie.
Breath of fresh air.
Oh, God, compared to Thor. Thor was such a bad movie, and this was such a good movie. It was genuinely a crazy shift. Like, how did they go from that to this? Yeah, at least they came back.
Well, I will note, is this the first of the Russo brothers in the MCU?
Yes, I believe so.
So maybe that's
who did Cap 1?
Not the Russos.
I actually didn't know that. I don't know who.
At least I don't think they did.
Joe Johnston.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first Russo Marvel movie. Well, they did a good job.
Yes.
I mean, good God.
The Russos.
This movie had everything. It had good action. It had good storytelling. It had good characterization.
It had good building.
Good drama.
Amazing pacing. Like, there was nothing that felt too slow or too fast.
No.
All around fun time.
Great movie.
Like, by the time the credits roll, you're like, wait, 2 hours just went by?
Exactly. I know. I looked at the runtime in the beginning and I thought, oh wow, it's a long one. And then it was over and I was like, it's over.
Yeah. You go, oh wait. Like, by the time we got to Kat making the speech to everyone in the building,
It was already like an hour and a half in.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Didn't the movie just start?
Yeah, like, that was the moment I realized that I was already at the end of the movie, and, like, where have I just been? Like, you know what I mean?
It's just got that sauce.
Yeah.
It's got that dog in it.
That pacing sauce. That dog in him. Oh, my God.
So we open to not quite a sunrise shot of Washington, D.C. An unfamiliar man is on a run bright and early, and all of a sudden, zooming past him
on your left.
Another shot in Washington, D.C. This time just a slightly bit later, on your left.
On your left.
A little bit later, the sun is now up. Another different shot of Washington, D.C. Don't you say it.
Don't you say it. Don't you dare.
Come on.
Come on. And then he starts trying to actually chase after
We should note it's Steve Rogers.
It is Steve
Rogers. By
Rogers.
this other person.
Absolutely styling on who we will find out momentarily. Finally, bright daylight, our unspecified hero makes a pit stop under a tree, right?
And he's breathing heavily.
He's out of breath. He's gasping for air. And here comes Steve Rogers on his 20-something thousandth lap. Need a medic?
Need a medic? Dude, you just ran 13 miles in 30 minutes. Why don't you take another lap?
Did you do another one?
Did you do it? I assume you just took it.
You want to see me run to that mountain back? You want to see me do it again?
Yeah, literally that energy. I love that moment.
But we meet this man. His name is Sam Wilson.
Sam Wilson, another military man.
Yeah. How
Pararescue.
many tours? 2 tours.
Pararescue.
He's a pararescue and now working at the VA.
Yes.
Works at the VA.
He
He makes conversation with Captain America in an attempt to relate to the out-of-this-world hero. It's your bed, right? It's your bed, right? It's too soft. And they start talking about, their experiences
Feels like
in the military.
I'm sleeping on a marshmallow. Sink right through
to the floor. They share their shared experiences in the military. Now, there's 70 years difference between the two, but there's the core of it
still
all.
some,
Some things don't change.
He tells him to catch up by listening to the Marvin Gaye 1972 Trouble Man soundtrack.
Which Steve then puts on a list,
which has
a bunch of things on it between like 45
Star Wars.
I Love
Moon
Lucy.
Landing.
I Love Lucy.
The Moon Landing, the Berlin Wall,
Yeah.
Steve Jobs from Apple.
One of them just said the internet.
Yeah.
Rocky in parentheses, Rocky 3, Rocky 2, question mark, Nirvana the band. Star Wars is crossed out, and then it says Trek at the end.
I thought it was not crossed out. It was what's the slashed?
It's slashed.
Like in the so it's both.
Huh?
Well, that means he watched Star Wars.
Yeah, he watched it, and now he's going to watch. Yeah.
I didn't notice it was crossed out.
The Wars is crossed out, and Trek is next.
I just thought he put both next to each other.
No.
Oh, well, I guess
It's
that means
Star Wars / Trek.
So I guess that means he's
okay.
seen Nick Fury in the prequels.
Oh. Yeah, a little meta moment.
There's a lot of actors in these movies.
But yeah, Steve's little book of all the things that he wants to catch up on.
Yeah.
And then he gets a...
Did you know? Sorry. That list is different
In various countries.
In various countries.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I don't have any examples off the top of my head.
Neither do I, but I do know that fact.
Things that are like culturally important in those countries, I guess at the time, what is it, 2013?
So like instead of Star Wars, it says like, something
else.
Yeah.
I wish I could think of an example.
Instead of Nirvana, it says like K-pop band. You know
Something
what I
like
like?
that, yeah,
like
something like that.
It's just those are just random things, but
You look like you're looking
I'm
it up.
looking
He's
at
looking
them.
at
In
it.
Russia, it says disco on it.
yeah. See,
Moscow doesn't believe in tears. The Soviet Union, 1991.
That's
so
where it fell.
references that like Russia
Yeah.
would get.
South
People
Korea,
of
2002
Russia.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different. That's fun. I did not know that.
Yeah, no, that's such I love that fact.
That's such a-
like it's such a small little
They
detail
had to
too.
refilm that.
Yeah, I was going to
Literally.
say, do you think they refilmed him doing the notepad, or did they just edit it in?
No, they could just have a body double because it's
Oh,
an
yeah,
over
I
the
didn't
shoulder
even think about
shot.
that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Chris Evans. They
Yes,
could
it
literally
does.
just
Yes, it
Has
does.
to be his fingers, right?
Yeah,
It's,
It's got-
he's the perfect specimen.
Listen, they bring in butt models to mimic your butt. They can bring in hand models.
You know this.
What?
You know this.
It's huh?
I've never heard of the butt model.
Really?
That's a thing.
Anytime like and yeah, it is. It's an actual thing. Anytime like an actor has to be like nude on screen or something like that, but they are uncomfortable, they'll find
Someone
basically
who looks vaguely similar, the same shape.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yes. And they'll use a butt double.
Ryan
So
Reynolds-
maybe they'll
Ryan
use a
Reynolds
hand
just
double.
hires himself.
No, but like it's basically like like stunt double, but not stunting.
Probably a lot easier than being a stunt double.
It's more
Probably
like
pays
being
more,
a
too.
model. Yeah, no, I think like Jennifer Lawrence went on an interview and they like because she's just like, yeah, they just handed me a book of all these naked women and say, pick yours.
Does anyone know where to find that book?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
So that's when
Steve-
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, am I skipping something?
No, he gets a
No,
text.
Yeah. He gets a text saying duty calls, and Scarlett Johansson pulls up.
Hello, I'm here. Any of you?
Have any of you seen the Smithsonian? I'm looking to
here
pick up
to
a
pick
fossil.
Up a fossil. Sorry, I started laughing in the middle, trying to quote it because it's a funny line.
She comes to pick
He's
up cat.
old.
He's old.
He's old.
Cameron everywhere.
Yeah.
Can't run everywhere.
And their license plate was 1YRE11, I think.
How did you do that off the top of your head?
Because I thought it might have had significance, so I rewound
Googled
it once
and it
and
didn't?
looked at it, and then I was like, oh wait, that doesn't really look like there's much significance, but I still remembered it in this.
Well, did you look at it? Did it mean anything?
I didn't look it up. I was just like, I can't think of what that would mean, but okay, move on.
I guess our chat will have to enlighten us on this one.
Yeah.
But then we cut to the Indian Ocean.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're in a Quinjet on their way to the Lemurian Star, a satellite launch vessel that has quote-unquote strayed off course in international waters and has been hijacked by pirates. So Captain Rogers goes over the plan with his, I guess, co-workers.
With the strike team.
With the strike team.
Read
Thank you.
Strike
by
team.
Brock Rumlow.
Yes.
Brock
and
Rumlow.
that strike has a dot after each. Like,
Yes,
shield.
I was watching with subtitles and I was like, wow, I didn't know that. What do you know what the acronym is?
No. I
sure
can't
it
even
means
tell you the SHIELD acronym that I
Strategic
should know.
Homeland Intervention something.
No, enforcement. E is
Enforcement.
enforcement, I thought.
I said it's IE. I said intervention first.
Oh.
Strategic Homeland Intervention
Enforcement.
Logistics
Division.
So I would
See,
have
I
had
knew
it.
two of them.
I would have had it
Well, you were struggling on enforcement because
you cut me off.
Well, I often switch the I and the E, so I thought you had spelled.
Chat, let it be known this guy can't spell shield. Make fun of him. There's one thing I thought was very interesting about Brock Rumlow. His last name's Rumlow?
Rumlow.
Yeah, I just know his
Crossbone.
Crossbone. Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Sorry.
So, future Crossbones, you can tell that he has a respect for Steve Rogers in not a respect as like a person, because obviously he's Captain America and they're Hydra. Oh, oops, we don't know that yet.
Spoilers!
But you can tell that he respects him in his methods and his strength and his abilities. And a part of me wonders, I bet he really wishes he was on his side. Not just because he's like an asset, but because he's just...
I think he wants Steve Rogers on Hydra's side.
Yeah,
He's that guy.
just for various...
Yeah.
For the various strengths that
Well,
he brings.
you can assume that this isn't their first rodeo.
Well, yeah,
together as
they've
a
done this.
team.
They've definitely done this before. They're talking to each other like it's just another day at the office. But you can definitely see in his face, his body language, the way he when he jumps out with the parachute, without the parachute.
That guy, did he just jump without a parachute?
And then Rumlow
or
was
was
like-
that guy? Was he wearing a parachute?
And then Rumlow just smirks and goes, "No, he wasn't."
No, he wasn't.
Like he's just impressed by this guy's existence.
He's like, and like that's normal. He just does.
He just
that.
does that.
He just
'Cause
constantly
he's-
jumps out of planes.
He's the
without
definition of
parachutes.
built different. He's Captain America,
Yeah, he can take that force and not
Olympic
be
swimmer,
phased.
Olympic diver.
He's
Captain America.
Olympic everything.
Olympic
he can beat
everything.
most of the Olympics.
I do want to mention one of the hostages is Jasper Sidwell.
Yes, there's a lot of
Yeah.
exposition on the Quinjet on the way to the ship. It's straight off course, international waters, hijacked by pirates. There's a French guy whose name I don't know.
Batroc.
Batroc, who's very deadly, very efficient mercenary. And
45 kill missions or something
something like that. He's got a lot of kills. And SHIELD officer Jasper Sitwell is on the ship. And even
What the
Cap...
hell is he doing
Yeah,
on
Cap
there?
points out, what's he doing on the launch ship? And then they discuss their plan, and then he jumps out of the Quinjet, splooshes into the water, and this is just a great scene. He climbs up onto the ship and takes down each guy one
we
by
get
one.
stealth Cap.
Stealth
Yeah.
Cap.
And in literally like his stealth
The stealth
outfit,
suit.
They
his
redid the
shield
shield
is
to
in
be
stealth
stealth mode.
Yeah.
Like someone in SHIELD had to like, all right, well you're gonna,
All right,
you're
we
gonna
gotta
have
paint
mission.
this now.
Give us the shield. We're gonna paint it stealth. It's gonna be really cool. Here's your shield. Go crazy.
And then it's just a bunch of... My favorite part is when it's like the zoomed out of the deck and you see the one soldier and Cap running
And he's like a
similarly in the
million miles an
beginning
hour.
of the movie, right? And then he just shoves that one guy
Shoves
off.
that guy off.
Kicks a lot of people off the
Yeah,
boat.
he's like, he's running and then he just like shoves the one guy with the one arm.
Hey, it's the most efficient way to neutralize
Oh, I
him.
know. It was great. I love that.
He knows
moment.
he's done this before. He knows what he's doing. He's taken down one after one after one after one, and finally someone pulls a gun on him, and then, poop! Rumlow and the gang show up. You seem pretty helpless without me.
Natasha is
Natasha
also there,
Romanoff is part of the
but she's
crew.
multitasking.
She's multitasking.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers tells her to go to the engine room.
He issues a bunch of commands to the team of
And-
what to do next.
Then, what happens next? There's a lot going on in this scene.
Yeah, the hostages are being
yeah.
threatened, and
You want to die? You want to be a hero?
You want a bullet in your head?
Yeah.
Sidwell sees a soldier outside the window, so he knows something's
Yes.
going to happen.
Yeah, and then he like distracts them away from the window at a moment, right?
Cap countdowns as
later.
they kill the guards with the hostages. Like they
no,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
thinking
closing
of
in on the
the
hostages to get them to save them. Countdown: 3, 2, 1. Bloop 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 bloop. Bullets fly. Silencers going off, and this line from Jasper Sitwell. It's like he knew. It's like he knew Captain America was there.
Yeah.
I told you, Shield doesn't negotiate.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That was the line I was
bro.
thinking about.
Yeah.
So while the SHIELD agents are saving the hostages, Steve goes for the
Batroc.
yeah,
Batroc,
the mercenary.
yeah.
He's
He
like,
actually, on comms, he says they're escorting the hostages to safety, and he tells Natasha to join them up to protect them while he gets Batroc, and she doesn't respond. And this
Yeah.
is pretty important. So then he encounters Batroc, who basically teases him and is putting down his shield so that he can get his ass whooped that much quicker.
It was so funny.
It's like he was
he literally goads him. He's like, I thought you were more than just a shield.
He puts the shield
In
down,
French or whatever, and then
whacks him.
he's like,
He
let's
takes-
find out.
he
Takes
takes
off
his
his
helmet.
helmet, and then just totally goes to town murking this dude.
It's so funny, too, because like he was doing... Batroc was doing better when he had the shield.
Yeah.
Because he probably
Keeping him
was
on
just like,
defensive,
and then
yeah.
Steve was just, this thinks, all right, I'm just
He's
gonna,
like, all
I'm
right,
just gonna
I
end
ain't.
this guy.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
like,
gonna end this guy.
I'm not going on the defensive anymore. I'm going on the
He wants to
attack.
fight, I'm putting him down.
And then Steve does his own acrobatics. Because
He did
Beltrov does like a bunch of
Yeah.
acrobatics at first, and then Steve does his own acrobatic.
Like a backflip,
Yeah.
front kick.
Again, Olympics.
Yeah.
They're Olympians.
And then he tackles him through a door, and then
I think it is
Natasha's
important
just,
to note the choreography in this movie is really good.
Oh, it's
my
so
God.
good.
This
A lot
is
of
like
all of the fights
Yeah.
between him and Bucky, like, oh,
We don't know that yet.
sorry, the Winter Soldier.
Well, we don't know that yet either.
Well, we were mentioning the fights.
Okay, well, it's the title of the movie, so I'll cut you some slack on that.
But yeah, the fight scenes are all really
Yeah, he pushes them. He tackles him through a door
Literally spears him
into
right
some computer room,
Yeah.
and there's Natasha.
Well, this
hacking
is
the
awkward.
systems, retrieving all the data from the ship onto this little tiny flash drive.
The shield flash drive.
A little shield flash
And
drive.
then she tells, my mission was different than your...
Yes,
And
she-
Steve is
I'm
upset because she
multitasking.
jeopardized the mission.
Yeah.
Compromised.
Yeah, hostages could be dead because of you.
It's overreacting, and then Patrick throws a grenade at them.
Literally, and then she's like, all right, that's on me. And he's like, you're damn right.
And the whole room explodes. All
Yeah.
the servers are
And
dead.
then he gets away, basically.
Well, he doesn't get away. He gets away on the ship.
He gets away on the ship, is what I mean.
But they
For
still
like
have,
a solid, probably 60 seconds. you guarantee he's gone immediately.
but they still have the flash drive,
They got the flash
Yes.
which is very important.
drive. We cut to Washington, D.C.
The Triskelion Shield
The
headquarters.
Triskelion.
Shield headquarters.
Shield
Oh,
headquarters.
I wrote the laundry. Oh, yeah, I would have been wrong. The Triskelion Shield headquarters at latitude 38 north,
Oh my
53, 33.78.
It's in Washington, D.C. It's on the Potomac River.
Longitude 700. No, not 700. 77 south, 338.91. There you go. Now you know the latitude and
It's
longitude.
a big fucking
Um,
building on the Potomac River. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
It's a giant ass building on the river. On the top of the building is the office of Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Cap is not happy
Well,
with
it's
it.
not the top.
It's near the top
up
of the
there.
building. Don't be that guy. Okay,
It's
be that
above
guy.
floor.
Well,
41.
yeah, but he says, "Wait, you got to go up 40 floors just to say hi to
I
me."
thought it was down.
But Steve is upset with Fury.
Steve's upset with Fury.
So what happened
Well,
with
yeah.
Natasha?
He didn't
and,
give him
You really
all
don't
of the
know how to
mission
not
details.
lie, do you?
Yeah, he's mad at Nick Fury for not lying per se, but withholding the truth.
Yeah,
withholding
not telling
the real
him that
mission.
there were multiple missions going on.
Last
multiple
time I trusted
parameters.
someone, I lost an eye. Which is kind of funny to think about.
This
in
is
retrospect.
so lame.
Yeah,
It's
when you
not
when you
funny,
think
it's
about
lame.
it. No, it's not. It's
When you
fucking hilarious.
Nah, that shit's lame.
What do you mean?
That's so
Why?
lame.
Why do you think it's so?
It's definitely not as impactful anymore.
No, not even remotely.
Oh,
It's played
You know, yeah, now you
we'll get to that
because it's
down the road.
God Almighty, that was
I
ridiculous. Yeah, it was a little gag, but that's
It's
such a
so
big.
funny.
It's such a big thing to just throw away as a gag. That's like Taika Waititi shit. He takes him into the elevator, and they go down to I guess the basement. This giant
what do they call it?
facility, underground facility for Project Insight.
Insight, yeah.
Which is a trio
The
of
Insight.
next generation helicarriers with super advanced technology. They link up to these satellites. That was what the Lumerian Star was doing. It was launching the satellites. And they link up with these satellites, and it can identify, what does he say? It identifies a terrorist DNA, and it can blow them away before he even leaves his spinal cord.
Neutralizing threats before they even happen.
Neutralizing, and he specifies before they happen.
1,000 a day or 1,000 a minute or something like
Yeah.
that.
And Steve is like, I thought the punishment happened after the crime. We can't afford to wait that long. They have this, not big argument, but it's a heated argument about whether or not this is the right thing to do. Nick Fury is steadfast on this. He says they need it. Things are getting too crazy, and they need something like this. They need a.
We need a response team.
We need a
I know
response
that's not
team.
what you're going for, but
He not that they need it, that they have it. They're ahead of the curve for once.
Suit of armor around the world.
That's later.
That's all, I know, but that's all this reminds me of. Like the precursor to the suit of armor around the world.
Nick Fury gets mad at Tony Stark for doing the exact same thing.
Well, Stark does get mentioned, yeah, right? Stark does get mentioned.
Yeah, he has a small hand in this, in the
Yeah.
way the engines operate.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Well, after he was, stuck in one for a little bit in the movie,
once he got an up close look.
Yeah, he got an up close look, so he had some suggestions for improvements.
But Steve's not on board with this.
He's not on board with this at all. He's angry.
This isn't freedom.
This isn't freedom.
This is fear.
This is fear, and he storms out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Fury kind of...
He just simmers with it. He lets it.
Yeah,
He takes it in.
like he gives it a second thought.
Like he's not about to change his mind, but he is thinking about.
Yeah,
he's
no longer
reflecting.
100% on board with Project Insight.
There's closer to 90.
He has some doubt.
There's a
now.
little bit of doubt.
Yes,
closer to 90% on board.
And then
It's not
Steve.
it's not enough to completely kill his enthusiasm until.
yes.
Oh, I think I'm jumping ahead. Is the next scene Steve or
Yeah,
Fury?
Steve drives off on a motorcycle, and we go to the Smithsonian.
The Smithsonian. That's right.
They have a big.
Where he's actually in the
He's in
Smithsonian.
that's how old he is.
No, I know, but like that's why I was laughing while trying to say the
He
quote
is the
earlier
fossil.
because he is in the Smithsonian.
There's a big Captain America exhibit. Him and the Howling
Him and the
Commandos.
Howling Commandos.
They have a thing where he's 95 pounds, 5'2" or 5'4", and then it like his growing up is 240 pounds, 6'2".
That's crazy.
He goes from
I gotta-
95 to 240.
I need that super soldier shit.
Damn.
I can't even lift a fork.
Yeah. Well, that's a you problem.
SpongeBob with the 2 marshmallows on the stick.
Holy
Can't
shit,
lift it.
yeah.
That's me.
There's a group of kids there, and one kid.
One kid
Yeah, one
sees
sees
him,
and he's like,
and he just kind of puts his finger up to his mouth like shh, and the kid just nods slowly.
We see a big display for the Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
There's a big display thing for Bucky Barnes.
The memorial
Yeah.
for Bucky.
Yeah.
we see Cap's old suit on display
Yes. I love
from
that
the first movie.
You know, it's kind of neat to think about that this exhibit was 1,000% there. Obviously, it was renovated massively when they found him. That suit was in the ice with him.
Yeah.
So, do you think they would have had an empty mannequin or a replica, or just the replicas of the mannequins for the Howling Commandos? What do you think they would have done regarding that suit?
It would probably been a replica until they got the actual thing.
Yeah. You think he gave it to them?
1,000%.
Yeah, 100%.
He doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh yeah, I got a new suit. Yeah, you can have this.
That
Why
suit,
not?"
I love that. That suit, the first Avenger suit.
It's a
probably
great suit.
One of
It's
my
a
favorites.
great suit.
I love that one.
But the Bucky Barnes Memorial.
Yes, the public believes he died in service.
The
I
only
guess
Howling Commando to give his
life
life
for his country.
for his country.
Steve watches a video of Peggy talking about him.
Peggy.
Years
Yeah.
after the war.
Years after the
1953,
war,
I think it was.
Steve was still saving me.
He was changing my life. even
Still
after he
changing my
died.
life even after he died. That's
Because
what it
apparently during the war, he went on a rescue mission that saved over 1,000 men, including one who happened to end up being her husband.
was. Yeah.
Bro cucked himself.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy. That's rough, bro.
Oh, she had to move on.
I
Dude
know,
went into
I
the
know.
ice. You know, she's like.
I know. She had to move on. We all saw Agent Carter, including me. I finally saw it. Great
You,
show.
hey,
Great show.
Good. Fantastic show.
And then speaking of Agent Carter,
He goes to
he
visit her.
visits her.
Yeah, old Peggy.
Old ass Peggy Carter.
Steve, you're alive.
Well, that's at the end.
I
of
know
this
that's at the end of the
conversation.
conversation.
She's not quite on her deathbed, but
No.
she's old and she's in her bed.
Yes.
And she isn't.
Well, Steve's confused about what to do, his place in this new world.
Yeah.
Just kind of like trying to comfort him in this little.
She basically says you have to move on, and if you can.
Yeah. The best thing we can do is start over.
Start over.
That's kind of her.
Yeah,
final
that's
word
the
before-
actual word they use.
Before
Start
she
over.
says,
"You're alive."
It's been so long.
"It's a sad." Scene.
It's
It is-
oh my god!
it is
I
very
was
sad.
tearing up and choking up
It is very
during
sad.
this scene because it's just like they've missed their chance, right? And now they're meeting again after they've missed the chance. And then his line to her, I couldn't leave my best girl. Broke me.
The life of Steve Rogers.
Like when she, oh my god.
Bro woke up in the future, and lost everything.
Literally.
That's sad.
He lost his entire barbershop
quartet.
No one's left alive from my shop quartet. Nothing. That's a little later though.
Yeah. No, it's
That
not.
might have happened already.
That was
did that already happen?
Yeah. The Quinn jet.
Black Widow, she's trying to like...
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention one of the banter things that happens.
Banter a lot in this movie.
Throughout the entire movie, she's trying to get him to date someone, basically.
Yeah, someone at the S.H.I.E.L.D. office, which is kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Just some random, like, employee.
And then the nurse across the hall.
We'll get to her
We'll
later.
get to that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, they mentioned the barbershop.
Yeah.
So what's right after...
We go to Fury.
Is Fury in his office? So he's in his office, and he's about to take a look at that flash drive.
Yeah, he's like, all right, what's on this thing?
He hooks it up. He sets his office... What phrase is it to lock it down? Security...
I don't know, but it's
security
like privacy mode, basically.
Privacy mode, locks down his office. The lights... Not the lights. The windows go completely dim.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to brute force his way into the hard drive.
Like, run decryption. Decryption failed. Override.
Director override. Fury, Nicholas J.
By who?
Declined. On whose authority? Fury, Nicholas J. So
How
there's
can
clearly- There's clearly something odd about this flash drive.
Yeah. And then he immediately is like, oh, well, something's up.
Something's up.
We gotta delay
We gotta
this.
do something about this. And he goes down or up
Heads
the
up.
elevator.
It's up.
It's down.
It's up.
It's up because there's a helipad right outside.
Fuck. All right.
To the World Security Council meeting, digital
I knew
Zoom
it was
room
up.
or whatever.
All right. So he goes up 30 floors and he meets Alexander Pierce. Is his name's Alexander Pierce. The secretary. He's the secretary. Is he the secretary of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the World Security Council? Because this one is a little
He's like
Secretary
ambiguous.
Pierce.
Yeah,
He's the secretary of something.
Pierce.
He's the
I think
secretary of
Shield. Probably, I don't know. Of Hydra. He's the
He's
secretary.
a
He's the secretary of Hydra.
He's a high authority in S.H.I.E.L.D.
He's got the alpha level like Nicholas Fury does. Why did I call him Nicholas? I don't
The necklace. He's the badge, the high level badge, right?
Level A access, alpha level access. He's the top of the top. I say that because later in the movie, at the end, they use that term.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it now. I think it's the World Security Council, which is part of S.H.I.E.L.D., because obviously Nick Fury talks to them in the Avengers. They override Nick Fury's directive with the missile in the Avengers. So, not the first time I saw the movie,
I think it's
years
like
ago. But
the world
until
overseeing an intelligence agency.
not too long ago, I thought it was the UN World Security Council, which just doesn't make sense now that I am thinking about it. So it's S.H.I.E.L.D.'s * World Security Council.
And they're upset with Fury.
Yes, Alexander Pierce is the secretary of that. And Nick Fury is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's the hierarchy here. But they're pretty close in terms of importance.
Yeah, they've got pretty much equal
authority.
Well, at one point, doesn't like Fury say in like this scene like boss or something like thank you like he used
to not be the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And what you're thinking of is you need two, not someone higher than Nick Fury. You need two, the alpha level.
No. That's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about when he first goes up there and he asks Pierce to delay Project Insight.
Well, as he's the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that's not a call he can just make.
No, I know. But like
he
talks to Pierce as if Pierce is his boss in that.
Well, Pierce has to initiate the vote in the Security Council before that's authorized. So that's not like a dictator.
No, I know. He can't just say, "All right, we're delaying Project Insight." But I'm just saying, in that moment, it felt like he was talking as if.
Well,
Pierce
that's
was
bureaucracy.
the boss. I know. It might
even
just
if you're
be
at the top,
bureaucracy.
unless you're Hydra, even if you're at the top, you always have to answer to somebody.
Yeah.
Checks and balances and all that jazz.
Well, it just seemed like he was answering to Pierce in that moment, and I just wanted to bring that to light because it seemed interesting to me.
So Fury wants to delay Project Insight.
Yes.
He spells out that it's probably nothing. It might not be nothing. He wants to make sure it's nothing regarding his suspicions about what's going on.
And if it's not nothing,
we'll be damn glad those helicarriers aren't in the air.
And then Pierce is like, "Fuck no, I want them in the air.
I want them now." So he says, "All right, I'll call the vote to have it delayed. You got to get Iron Man to come to my kid's birthday party."
And not just a flyby
but a
either.
mingle.
He's got to mingle.
Look, if you want him to stay, you got to get a shitload of booze.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe in Iron Man 2. Maybe Iron Man post Iron Man 3. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure he still
he's
drinks.
probably a changed man.
I don't think
but
he's an alcoholic. But
Definitely,
he still drinks.
drinks.
They're drinking in Age of Ultron.
I was just about to bring that up. They have a whole party
Their
where
party-
he's just
That's
drinking.
not the niece's birthday party. Could be different.
True.
You know, if they keep it on the high shelf, you can have beer at a kid's birthday party. Just got to keep it way out of reach.
Anyway.
We cut to Steve going to Sam Wilson's VA meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
The veterans are talking.
And press the desk, the lady at the front desk.
Oh, yeah, that was another quip from earlier. Want to make me look awesome in front of the lady at the front desk or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of quips. I can't.
There are. I'll be there
You'll
to
be that
bring
guy.
them back.
You'll be that guy.
Don't worry.
But anyway, they're having a actually quite serious meeting on
Intense stuff.
veteran PTSD. And Sam Wilson basically says we got to carry it any way we can. And that's the meeting.
Yeah.
Steve had walked in right near the end, and they talk.
Yeah. We learn about Sam's wingman, Riley.
Riley, who was killed in action.
RPG shot his dumb ass out of the sky.
It's like he was just up there to watch.
Yeah. Very sad moment.
No, I know I'm kind of jumping the gun here. As we will find out, he wasn't a pilot.
Yeah, he never mentions that he was a pilot. I went back and many a times to make sure if he actually did or not.
We find out
he never does.
He's not a pilot. He's I almost said Hawkman.
He's Falcon.
He's Falcon. I almost said Hawkeye. Then I almost said Hawkman.
EX-07, like this X-07.
Well, anyway,
Falcon
he's Falcon.
Is what the suit is.
This
called.
movie takes place in it's either 2013 or 2014, but it's after Iron Man 1. Mm-hmm. When do you think Falcon was operating? Because I get the impression it had to be after Iron Man, right? Because he's the only one with something like that. With an Iron Man. I know it's not quite as impressive as an Iron Man suit.
Oh, you mean like a
winged
propulsion? Yeah. Probably after, I would assume.
Maybe even like after Iron Man 2, because he's still the only one. And that's
it's also like probably kept under wraps in military, and he's just running missions in military.
Tony Stark knows like 90% of the military secrets.
No, I know. Well, yeah, no, but I'm just like
maybe a little after.
I
was around that era.
Yeah.
It was probably inspired by his suit.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Like, we can't do a fully encased suit.
What if Iron Man was a bird?
If he fly, what if he just used wings?
And now that I'm thinking about it, this is such the pinnacle of like military, because they've made like real. I think it was an astronaut who said that like everything, the spaceship and the rocket, everything's built by the lowest bidder. So it's an Iron Man suit with no helmet, no suit. It's just the jetpack and the wings and the goggles, and that's the whole thing.
He's got two miniguns. He's got two SMGs.
They tore an Iron Man suit down, and it's just the jetpack and wings. That's kind of funny to think about. Lowest bidder Iron Man suit right there. So that's what he has to work with.
At the same time, it's its own thing. Because
it's
not.
I'm not saying they literally tore down an Iron Man suit. I'm saying practically. There's no armor. It's literally just the jetpack, which is kind of a funny thought.
A winged.
But just to wrap up
jetpack.
the scene, Steve's again kind of reiterates he doesn't really know what to do.
Doesn't know what to do with his life.
Maybe to get out.
He's like, I'm lost.
He doesn't know what makes him happy.
Yeah. He just kept saying, I don't know.
Yeah. He joined S.H.I.E.L.D. because he thought it would be what he wanted to do, and now he's not sure.
It's like,
he doesn't
know it's different.
What he had to do.
Yeah. He thought it was what he had to do.
Right after the ice, he went straight into the Chitauri War.
Literally, it was just like thrown right back into the fray.
It all came out of. Could you imagine
out
being
of the frying pan into the fire?
Imagine being Loki, and there's no Captain America there, and like 2 days after you win New York, they find him in the ice.
Oh my god.
They really did pull him out at like the best possible time, but I could just imagine Loki being like, son of a bitch.
And then we cut to Fury.
Yes, we cut back to Fury. He's in a car going somewhere, and he calls Maria Hill.
Yes.
And he basically tells her, get your ass to Washington.
Ultra shadow conditions.
Any way you can. Super spy secret mode now.
All right, give me 4 hours.
You got 3. So then a cop car pulls up. You want to see my Louise?
These dudes, first of all, you've seen Terminator, right? Both of these.
No, actually.
Both
you
of
haven't
these.
seen Breaking Bad.
Both of these cops look like the liquid Terminator from the Terminator movie.
I've seen pictures. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I can't not see it anytime I see them.
Now I want Nick Fury versus the Terminator. That would be a movie. Marvel, you're rich. Disney has all the money in the world. They
combine
can
the
afford
Terminator franchise with Marvel.
They made Secret Invasion instead.
I don't even want to think about that.
So Fury, the cops drive by. Fury's driving forward, and then
They
T-bone.
They
By, like, this massive-
they like wop wop whoop whoop
pull forward.
pull forward.
Nick Fury goes at the green light, and then he's T-boned by this massive cop car, and 50 surround. This is such a good scene.
And then the cop car that whoop whoop and when
Comes
it
back,
reverses
floors it backwards into him. They're
as
pin him
another
down.
one comes
Another
from
one.
behind.
He's
Propulsion
surrounded.
gets knocked offline.
a bunch of SWAT vans come
Boom!
in.
Damn it!
This is such a good
Fracture. Anesthesia recommended. He's like jabbing
He's
himself.
doing a million things at once. He's trying to get the car working again. He's trying to heal his fractured arm or wrist.
Tibula.
Tibula,
I think that
something
is
like
what
that.
it's called.
Something in his arm
But
got
his
fucked
forearm.
up.
His forearm.
Something in his arm got screwed up. And he injects something to help.
The
The
anesthesia.
car is attempting to reboot itself because it's
his propulsion.
damaged. And then like a SWAT truck shows up with this
Yeah.
battering ram
Yeah.
thing.
They're first firing on the truck nonstop, concentrating on Fury's driver's side door.
It's just such a great image.
Yeah.
Of just like this SUV, and they need a whole battering ram for this.
Well, I mean, he's
I know.
like
This is
it's an armored super.
It makes a bulletproof car look like a
It's also
Model T.
We should note that the car also, the systems say there's no
Cops
police
in the
are
area.
supposed to be like
First responders
deployed
are not
in
in
this area. Yeah,
These are not.
These
real.
aren't real police or SWAT.
something.
Something else.
Something malicious is brewing.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, they keep firing.
They're pounding on the window
Yeah.
until the car AI
Goes from like
recommends
38%.
the car
64.
The
to
car
38.
computer recommends evasive action, and Nick Fury tells it to hold.
Delayed.
The window is getting battered
Defensive.
and battered and battered, and it's down to 1% structural integrity. Now pulls out the gun.
Yeah, the
starts
gun
shooting,
comes up. It has
Takes-
like a grenade launcher on it.
takes down all those guys, and the car reboots, and he floors it backwards.
Full acceleration now.
Floors it forwards
No,
and
they
takes
floor
off.
forward first, and then the car can't move. So then it has to go backwards
Okay.
before going forward.
So it stuck, goes backward, goes forward, floors it, it's gone. And then a million cop cars chase him down.
Yeah, and Fury is like, flight capacity now! And it's like, flight's offline. All right, give me communication. Communication's offline. What is working?
works?
Damn it! Air conditioning is fully functional, fully operational.
This is the kind of stuff that I wish with their humor that Marvel did more, because they don't stop the scene so that you can laugh and then resume the scene. It's like one line in the middle of the
Just a
action, and the
random
action just
one-liner,
continues,
yeah.
and it's a funny line, but it does not detract from like the levity of the situation.
And it goes right back into
goes
the
right back
action
into it.
too.
Modern Marvel struggles with stuff like this, where they'll literally
They're trying to
stop,
do too much
look
of
at
it,
the
yeah.
camera, and go, "He's right behind me, isn't he?" And then, isn't that literally what they do in Thor 4? Doesn't that verbatim happen in?
How would you know? You haven't seen it.
Because I've been told. That's why I'm asking. So I
Well,
don't
we'll
know for
get
sure.
to that.
We'll get to it.
But again,
Those
modern
are
Marvel,
a little ahead of ourselves.
older Marvel is much better at this kind of humor,
The
where it's
balance.
the balance.
They're yeah. they
Like
have
this
a
is
better
not like a
balance of things.
distracting marble quip. It's just like what's the word I'm looking for? The humor comes from the absurdity of it, where the air conditioning is the only thing that works in this high stress firefight.
So Fury's driving down. He's swerving.
He's
through
swerving around, the
or
cops-
car's in the way.
It's DC, so he runs into traffic,
Yeah,
and
he's
he
like,
just barely
bridge is
gets
blocked.
he just barely gets through this one block of traffic, and the cop cars can't. So they get out on foot and start running.
And they're like jumping over cars.
They're jumping
going
over cars,
crazy.
shooting,
Yeah.
like no fucks.
This is
given,
like a war zone out here.
Yeah, they're like, oh, civilians, what are those? They're
What
just
are those?
collateral damage at this
Collateral damage,
Yeah,
Tony!
Exactly.
He's driving past like a bus, and the guy's shooting him through the windows of the
Yeah,
bus.
it's right on through.
He backs up. He hits a guy that falls in the car behind him.
Gets to like this stretch where like the two cop cars are like sandwiching
Yeah.
And there's
his
an
car
intersection coming up.
intersection, and he
And he
literally is the computer warns him, and then he just slams the brake,
and they go flying
and
forward.
then a
they're
giant truck just takes him
hit
out.
by a truck. Rip bozos.
Yeah.
So he's finally got his opening, and he
Yes.
flees it. Get
Into
me
a clearing,
off
the grid.
And you think just maybe he's gonna make
Oh,
it.
he's finally
He's
got
free.
away.
He's a free man.
Then-
And we see a
Straight
blurry
ahead.
man off in the distance.
Who immediately becomes unblurry.
Yeah.
Shoots something. Steep, blip, blip, blip. Boom! Car goes flying up, lands on its roof, flipped over, and you look, and there's this eerie theme, and it's this unknown assassin who starts working his
I think
way.
we see the triangle,
There's the
triangle,
star-
the star,
We
the
see
star on his
We see the
metal arm.
we see the Patrick star on his arm.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
we
while
s-
this is happening, Fury takes like a little blowtorch.
I'm like, what,
it's
what
an
is
object
that?
of some kind.
It's a lightsaber, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that hole.
For what he does,
Look at the hole. It
tears-
looks like a lightsaber did that.
So the assassin rips the car door open to make the killing blow, and there's just a giant hole in the ground.
Yep.
Nick Fury has
escaped to the sewers. With a lightsaber. It looks like it's just like this small little blowtorch, but then for what it does, I'm like, it definitely became like a lightsaber.
I mean, this is Marvel. It's like futuristic technology. I'm sure they have lightsabers.
Well, there's Star Wars. In
It
this
was
universe.
also-
we know Star Wars exists in the universe. Do you think?
I
Like,
think it was the wrong color. It should have been purple.
Do you think Tony Stark, like as a kid, watched Star Wars and then just invented the lightsaber?
100%. You kidding me? If he can hack the Pentagon on a dare, he made a lightsaber.
'Cause, you know, they have like proto sabers in real life. Or, like you get a backpack that
Yeah,
produces-
they're not
I know it's not like a
really
real
a
lightsaber,
lightsaber.
but
It's
it's
more like
it's
just
as
a
close
plasma
as it's as
torch.
close you can get in real life
So far, yes.
so far.
So far, yes.
Um,
With our current limitations.
If Tony Stark could build an arc reactor in a cave, he could
A box
definitely
of
build a
scraps.
lightsaber. Anyway, so then we cut to Captain America returns to his apartment, his little rinky-dink apartment in DC,
We meet the neighbor.
The neighbor.
The nurse neighbor.
Sharon.
and he.
Oh, we don't know her
We
name.
don't know her
yet,
name. Yet.
sorry.
She's the nurse.
Yes.
And he kind of, sort of asks her out for coffee, and
Yeah, she's like,
she
"I have
kind of,
laundry."
she kind of, sort of says no, not now is not the best time.
Use my washing machine.
Yeah, you can use my washing machine.
What
will
does
it
it
cost
cost?
me?
Cup of coffee?
Cup of coffee?
No.
Oh, sorry, I just finished a thing in an infectious disease.
And she tells him that she thinks he left his stereo on because you could hear the music
Yeah.
from his room.
Thanks, yeah.
Now, there's one thing to note here. This may be obvious, and I hope I'm not coming off as like a pretentious nerd here. Do either of you have a record player?
Yeah.
So you know that he's at work he's from 9 to 5. You leave a record playing, it's
stop.
over in
Yeah.
20 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's how he knows that something is amok. There's
Well, that's
something
how
malicious-
she gives the cue to him that something's amuck in your
Well,
apartment.
did she know that Nick Fury was in there?
Probably not Nick Fury, but she knows someone's in the apartment.
Did she?
I thought that
She was there to keep
cueing.
an eye on him.
She's there to protect. She was assigned to be to protect him by Fury.
Yeah, but I honestly didn't.
So
clock-
she's gonna
I just thought
cue-
she genuinely thought he left his radio.
No.
Oops.
But with this
anyway,
information, Steve breaks into his own apartment
Yeah,
through the
climbs
window.
through the
window,
window.
yeah.
He sees. We see the record players playing his classic '40s hits.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one song that we hear is very important. We'll get to that
Yeah.
in like 10 to 20 movies.
Yeah, and
10
in
to
a
20 movies.
bit. It's just-
But remember
Doesn't come back
this.
for a
Steve
while.
grabs his shield. He starts walking around the corner.
And he sees Nick Fury in the dark on his chair.
He's just kind of
Sorry, I
chilling.
had to do this to you.
My wife kicked me
Didn't
out.
know where else to go. My wife kicked me out. I didn't know you were married.
He turns on the
there's
light.
a lot of things you don't know about me.
Steve turns on the light, and Nick Fury is very clearly war-torn and battered and,
wounded,
bruised
yeah.
and wounded. And he just reaches over to the lamp and turns
He's
it
like,
back
"Shh,
off.
shh, shh." He's like, stop.
Types something on his notes app.
Eyes everywhere.
Ears everywhere.
Ears everywhere.
Shield compromised. Who else knows?
You and
Just
me.
my friends. Types on his phone.
Is that what we are now?
He might say something, but eventually he then.
As he's saying that, pow, pow, shot through the window multiple times by a sniper. He goes down. He hands Steve very shakily the flash drive. Don't trust anyone. Dies. Nick Fury is dead.
He faints.
And then the nurse breaks.
Nurse kicks down the door.
He
I've been assigned to protect.
Yet he's just bullet wounded. You say he dies, but literally in a couple scenes,
I know
he's on a table in a hospital.
I know.
Like you can't say he dies in that moment when then his heart is literally beating on screen.
All right. Well, you know what? Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say.
Yes, I do, because we're going through the movie. We gotta be right.
No.
We gotta be at least, close enough.
Nah, it's fine. They know what we're talking about. So anyway, the nurse kicks down the door. I've been assigned to protect you.
Agent
on whose
13.
orders? His. Points to Nick Fury, who's completely down. She calls it in. Then Steve looks over out the window. The assassin's on the move.
See the gleam from his arm.
Chases him down, runs through the window, jumps into another building.
Tells Agent 13 that he's in pursuit.
Yeah.
Runs through this empty building. I guess it's an office building after hours.
Yeah.
Jumps through another window, lands on a roof.
He's running so fast at one point.
He's running down a
he
hallway.
glides with the wall.
Crashes into the
leaves
wall,
a
leaves
circle.
a giant dent where his shield went. Yeah. But anyway, he lands on this roof, throws his shield at the guy, and he catches it.
Honestly, that shield moment where he uses his shield to break his momentum, kind of foreshadowing a little in the way he uses his shield. He uses it to brace impacts.
The other one's a little crazier.
Very much so. But maybe this is like a little.
To give me a tub of steel, I will replicate that off the top of the Pentagon.
So
I'm
you
gonna
want
jump off
help
the roof of the Pentagon, and I'm
in committing your own suicide?
No. I'm gonna survive.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
So you want
I'm
help
gonna
in
use
your
it-
delusion to commit
Yes.
suicide?
Now he gets it.
Got it.
I'm gonna replicate that stunt.
You know,
And survive.
It only works because it's a vibranium shield that eats in
Well,
eats
vibranium
the
doesn't
impact.
exist, so I'm gonna use steel.
Which is a million times worse.
I'll call you guys when I'm done.
Anyway, he finally catches up to Bucky and yes, he throws the shield.
The assassin, not Bucky, not
the Winter
Bucky. We don't know
Soldier.
that yet.
Yeah, and
Throws the shield and he catches it.
and then chucks it back.
Chucks it back, and when
has to
Steve
avoid
grabs
it.
the shield, he grabs it.
I
and
thought it
puts
landed in. Oh no, that's
later.
That's later. Never mind.
He grabs it, and the momentum is so
It
momentous
pushes him back.
that it actually pushes him back,
Yeah.
And the guy's gone.
and the guy's gone.
He ain't the only super soldier anymore.
I have a feeling we're not in 1945 anymore. Toto.
And then we go to the hospital.
Then we go to the hospital. Nick Fury's now on his deathbed.
He's his heart's still beating though. He didn't
Not
die yet.
quite dead yet.
Steve is watching.
Steve is watching. Agent
comes
13
in.
is watching.
runs in,
Natasha
yeah.
shows up.
Maria Hill's
Maria Hill
shows up. And they're all having a party. No, they're not. He's dead. There's enough people for a party.
Hill says there was Soviet-made untraceable bullets.
Well, no,
Well,
she says it's an
Natasha-
untraceable bullet.
And Natasha says,
asks if it was
Soviet made, and she was like,
She
yes,
says
how'd
yes.
you know that? In allusion to her knowing of
Well, she
the
doesn't
Winter
say
Soldier.
yes, how do you know that? She says yes as if to say, how do you know that?
Yes. And I'm just pointing out further that like
This will be
in
important.
Yeah.
She's alluded. It's an illusion that she
has history with this.
history with the Winter Soldier.
So anyway,
Fury's on the
Fury's
table.
heart stops, and they go clear, bzz, clear,
100, 200. Give me epinephrine.
Time of current time? What time was it when he died?
102 or
103.
103 a.m.
Time of death, 103 a.m. Nick Fury is no more.
Rest in peace.
Don't do this to me, Nick.
He's
did
dead.
it to you.
Yep, he's dead. We never see him again, by the way. If you look on Wikipedia, it says that Samuel Jackson is in all of these movies afterwards. These are all flashbacks. He's not alive in any of
He
these
doesn't even
movies.
want to take the easy way out and say he's a Skrull or anything. He's just it's an illusion.
I don't want to think
Like,
about
you
the
can just
fucking
say
Skrulls,
Skrull.
all right? I do not want to think about the Skrulls. That
been-
pissed me off so immensely.
But we're jumping ahead.
We're jumping ahead.
There's no scrolls here.
We're not
Very
watching
much.
Secret Invasion. You guys can do that episode without
We're
me.
gonna watch Far From Home.
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't... I hate both of you. All right, so Nick Fury's dead.
So Maria Hill, Natasha, Steve, they're all sad, and then Steve looks at the flash drive while in the room.
Yes. And then, out in the hallways, Rumlow informs him that S.H.I.E.L.D. needs him. And insists.
Now. They need him now.
So he makes a split-second decision. There happens to be a guy refilling a vending machine. And when no one's looking, he shimmies this flash drive behind the gum.
Only 2 sticks of Hubba Bubba. Only 2. It takes
It's also
only
like the most
one person to
popular-
buy 2
guarantee
things
you-
of gum.
Guarantee you it's the most popular thing in the vending machine because it's gum.
It's
Everyone loves
the
gum. Well, he knew he was going to be back as soon as he could.
But not
But
soon. It
not-
wouldn't be soon
not
enough.
soon enough.
He's
Was
like,
it 2 sticks of gum? I thought it was like 4.
No, there was only 2. There was
Wow.
two packs
Why
of
couldn't he
Hubba
do,
Bubba,
like, behind
and the flash drive was the 3rd.
Why couldn't he do like the chips or something?
Well, I mean, in the entire vending machine of what we could see up close, there wasn't much of anything. There was only like 2 of this, 2 of that, 2 of this, 2 of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like a very empty machine for someone who had just restocked it. Honestly.
That's DC. They cut corners on everything.
Yeah, we restocked the most expensive things, you know.
Yeah,
But
like 2 sticks of gum, 1 bag of Snyder's pretzels.
Oh, I'm like, what are you doing?
Looking at the bag of
You're
pretzels
trying to
over
find
there.
the brand for the pretzels. We're not sponsored. Don't give them anything.
Zack Snyder's pretzel league.
Oh my god.
Just before we move on from this scene, Natasha asked Steve why Fury was at his apartment,
Yeah.
And he says he doesn't
She's
know.
grilling him.
And she says that he's a
You're
terrible
a
liar.
terrible liar.
And then he's off to S.H.I.E.L.D. to be questioned by Alexander
Yeah.
Pierce. And we get some more exposition. And Alexander Pierce tells him that a long time ago, in a land far, far away, in a galaxy far, far away, I fucked up my own joke. Cut that.
No, keep it in.
Damn it. A long time ago, in a Marvel universe far, far away, Nick Fury was operating overseas when one of the embassies was stormed by terrorists. And they got Pierce
That
out.
was Budapest? Not Budapest.
It was
Bogota.
Bogota?
Bogota. There it
Bogota.
is. There it is.
Isn't that Colombia?
I'm not good with geography.
I think Bogota. Can you look that up? I'm pretty sure Bogota is Colombia. See, I thought it was the
Colombia.
Middle East, but I guess this was before.
Colombia. Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah.
So you know what? This must have. I guess this was so long ago. It was probably before 9/11. If they're not even in the Middle East.
What?
That's when we. That's
Oh,
the US
when
went
they're
to-
talking about it,
Yeah. No, this movie. Takes
I thought that's
place
what I
before-
thought. That's what I thought for a second, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
No, they defrosted Cap on September 10th, 2001.
Right.
And he couldn't stop it in time, so he just went back in. He went back under.
He's like, "Nah." It's like, "Ma, don't wake me up."
He takes one look at just that and goes back to bed for 10 years.
He's like, too early.
Too early.
Anyway, him and Pierce, they have a...
Pierce tells him about this incident at this embassy in Bogota years and years ago, where Nick Fury defied direct orders on barging in and rescuing the hostages because they were going to do diplomacy.
Yes.
And it turns out that this terrorist group never intended to use diplomacy and were going to storm the basement and kill the hostages. And when they get there are no hostages.
No one's there.
And he says, I don't think this is the exact quote, but he says something along these lines. Nick Fury disobeyed direct orders and saved the lives of something men, including my daughter.
The lives of a dozen political
Dozen.
A dozen political
I'm
officers.
like, there wasn't really a number stated.
including
Dozens
my
of
daughter.
them.
But, like, that's not, like
I know.
24.
37 and a half
Dozens.
political officers.
Dozens
2
means
dogs,
you know that
a
there
cat,
are 12.
and Richard Nixon.
You know?
We're all in Bogota that day.
Anyway, you only know dozens as in, like,
12.
You can 12, but it's dozens. So
A
you can,
dozen.
At at least
says
24.
He says a dozen. That's
Is it
12.
really a dozen?
He says a dozen.
Dozens.
A dozen. He saved the
political,
lives of a dozen political officers,
including my dog.
Then why doesn't he say 12?
Because a dozen is what people say. That's just what people
I know,
say.
I'm messing with you.
And I'm messing with you. 6, 7. All right.
I'm done. Goodbye. Have a nice life.
I shaved 10 years off my own lifespan for doing this. He's gone. He just left the room. That's crazy. Should I have said 6, 9?
That's a better joke.
6, 9. All right. You can tell we enjoyed this movie because we weren't having this much fun before.
No, we were dying. We were literally dreading. You can tell our energy just goes like that. We were just trying to tell the
Just get through
ABCs of what happened. Yeah.
But anyway, this is insinuated to be where he gave Nick Fury the directorship of S.H.I.E.L.D.
the position.
The position.
So you gave him a promotion.
Gave him a promotion for disobeying direct orders.
For saving the day. For saving the day. So then he
asked him
asks
why
the
was
question,
Nick
why
in
was
his
Nick
apartment?
Fury in your apartment?
I don't know.
You know it was bugged. I did because Nick
Did
told
he
me.
tell it? Did he tell you he's the one who bugged it?
No, he didn't.
Did he also tell you he was the one who hired the pirates?
Did he also tell you that I'm the head of Hydra and you're all going to die?
I am Iron Man.
We don't know that.
We see footage of Batroc being interrogated.
Yes.
On screen.
Yep.
And it's a live footage.
Is that a live feed? Yep. We just.
Oh
picked
yes.
him
So
up.
regarding Nick Fury hired the pirates, there's basically a paper trail leading to
17
someone's address who died a long time ago, but lived across the street from Nick Fury's mother's house.
14.
So Nick Fury is a prime suspect in the
I can't remember the address.
organizing of this hijacking. They're like across the street.
Well, it's like it was like his house ended in like 7, and their house ended in like 8 or something like that. You know, like
1435, 1437.
So they were next door.
yeah,
They were
literally next door. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but then in my head it didn't feel. What was it? 13 or 14?
14.
I would have been right, motherfucker.
Ha 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 ha.
Because I said 14. Nah, I can't remember.
No, I remember the 14. I just don't remember the rest.
So Pierce says the prevailing theory was that the hijacking was a cover for the acquisition and sale of classified intelligence.
Which
Like,
Steve immediately rebukes.
If you know
Nick
Fury,
you know that's not
yeah.
true.
So why do you think we're here? Why do you think we're talking? Trying to figure it out.
So he basically asks one more time, why was Nick Fury there? And Steve basically,
Says I ain't telling you.
he kind of yields. He said not to
Yeah.
trust anybody.
He kind of.
He gives him an inch, which
I
he
wonder
maybe
if-
shouldn't
yeah,
have done.
Probably.
But he gives him the inch. Nick Fury said not to trust anyone. I wonder if that included him.
Why would
Somebody murdered my friend, and I'm going to find out why. And nobody's going to stop me. And then Steve leaves.
He's not gonna let anyone get in his way.
Anybody.
Anyone.
Understood. So Steve gets in the elevator and starts
This
going
is
down.
the best scene. I love
Hail
this scene
Hydra.
so much.
Oh, wait, that's another movie.
Oh, that's different.
Wrong movie.
Wrong. He gets into the elevator, followed by Strike Team, and then the dude Crossbones. I forget his actual name.
Rumlow.
Anyway, it's like, oh, ballistic. We got some fabric or whatever.
We're into forensics.
Forensics, yeah. Do you want us to get the Quinjet ready or whatever?
Tac team.
Tac team ready?
Let's wait to see what it is first. And then more and more people...
Yeah, it stops at another floor.
More and more people are getting on the elevator.
Yeah.
And this is the best part. These 3, like, sumo wrestler-sized, buff, bodyguard-looking dudes get in, and they're going to records.
What?
They're going to records.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like...
Records.
There's obviously something going on here.
Well,
these 3 strong men are going to the library.
They're all in like they look like they just like are one tactical like vest away from being in full gear.
And they're going to the equivalent of the S.H.I.E.L.D. library.
Yep.
So Steve can obviously see that something's amiss.
Well, he's
piecing it together.
He's been piecing it together because with the second group that entered, one was holding
his gun on his holster. One guy's sweating.
You can just see the bead of sweat as Steve looks over to him. I love that moment.
And then obviously the
punchline of it all.
The strawberry on the cake is these
the doors
three
closed.
massive dudes going to records.
No.
They had nowhere else they could go. It had to be records.
And then the coup de grace of the whole joke. Now, before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
I would have raised my hand.
I would have been like, yes, I don't actually want to be in this elevator.
Like that one guy from Iron Man 3. I weird.
I hate these guys. They're so weird.
He
just kind of shimmies it out.
Excuse me.
And then we have an epic fight.
Elevator brawl.
Fight.
So good. So good. They have the briefcase handles unclipped from the briefcases to be like these super magnetized like handcuffs basically.
Grab him, hang him on the wall.
Yeah, basically.
They handcuff one of his arms.
He prevents it from going at first. Right?
And then he's pushed back.
He kicks it, and then Crossbones, I keep forgetting his name.
Rumlow.
Kicks the hand, which gets it stuck, and then he gets, like, electrocuted constantly.
I know how you can remember his name. His first name is Brock, which is also the last name of Eddie Brock. Venom. Brock. If you can remember Brock.
Yes.
Eddie Rumlow.
And Eddie
Rumlow. R. Crossbones.
We are Crossbones. It's just such a great. And then he's the last one standing as well, Brock, versus Cap, and he's like, "There's nothing personal, Cap." And then Cap finishes him off, and he's like, "Well, it feels personal."
Grabs his shield,
clicks the door. Well, he doesn't grab it; he kicks it,
back up, grabs it.
Opens the door, and then we see a bunch of armed people, like,
closes the door.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't close the door. He turns and smacks the wires.
Sinking down. It
flies down. Emergency brakes
He opens
happen.
this door. My bad.
More people are coming. And then he just closes the door.
Thinks for like a second.
Yeah, and then he's like,
There's nowhere to go. And he just jumps out the window.
And then he literally just looks down and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
This is what we were talking about before with the shield.
Absorbing
jumps out the window, falls this massive height, which I intend to do off the Pentagon.
No.
With steel, a block of steel at the
and
bottom.
apparently accomplices who will be promptly arrested.
That's you guys.
I did not agree to this. I want to be on record.
Let it be known on the record.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cap does what I can do way better and jumps off this giant height, comes crashing through glass, finally makes it to the ground, landing on the shield, which cushions the blow.
And then gets up like nothing.
Okay,
not like nothing, but like he gets up almost right away.
Even then, he's like,
gets up. But he got up right away.
He shakes it off, but it's not quite instant. But he does shake it off, and then he just starts running.
And then Ishmash.
Jasper Sitwell.
I called him Ishmash. Why? I hate myself. Jasper.
Perjash Ishmash.
Jasper
Sitwell.
Are you kidding
me?
He's headed for the garage. Block the bridge now.
And obviously he gets through.
Yeah. A giant queen.
I'm gonna be honest, what did he expect? This is Captain America.
Yeah, literally.
But it's also like half, like maybe 90% of shield.
Yeah.
Versus Captain.
I mean, like if you had Iron Man in the elevator, if he doesn't have his Iron Man suit, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But this is Captain America. You took like the one guy other than Thor who has superpowers.
Literally super serum coursing through his veins.
There's 2 dudes alive on Earth with that power, and he's one of them.
Well,
okay, there's a lot more than that. There's 2 that they know about, and he's one of them.
2 that we in the MCU
that Shield knows about.
Yes.
Actually, no, they don't, because we'll get to that in a few more movies.
Yeah.
No, Hydra knows about a lot more.
Hydra knows, Shield doesn't.
Sitwell does, I'm sure. Well, actually, he might not be that high on the list. Okay, Pierce does. Anyway.
Pierce is Hydra.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He starts making his escape on his motorcycle, and then a Quinjet shows up and starts shooting. and he takes it down with his shield. This is such a good
I'm like,
scene.
why'd you throw your shield? Now you can't get it back. And then he jumps on. That was like the first time I watched it. Obviously, I know that he gets the shield back. But the first time I watched it, I was like, no, don't throw your shield. Now you lost it. It's
now you're
the Quinjet.
defenseless.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No,
Oh, wait.
now they're defenseless.
2 seconds later, he jumps on top of the Quinjet, gets the shield,
Swipes at it
swipes,
some more,
yeah,
takes
and
the
then
whole thing down.
throws it at the engines, and then jumps off, catches it, superhero landing. I'm like, oh, he got it back.
You know that pilot was so cocky going
Oh, yeah.
into this.
Oh,
That
yeah.
pilot was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be that
He'll
guy.
surrender.
I'm
I got a
gonna be-
minigun in a Quinjet.
I'm gonna be that guy." 5 seconds later,
I wasn't
that guy.
I'm in a hospital with every broken body, with every broken part ever.
Batman be like, "Now talk."
So Cap escapes.
Cap escapes.
Yeah, yay! And he
Presumably
goes
on
back
his
to
motorcycle.
that. No, yeah, he ran away. I
His
don't think he's.
motorcycle got trashed. Okay,
Yeah,
he runs
and again, he breaks, right, and he jumps off the
Okay, so
motorcycle,
yeah, the
and then
motorcycle's-
he jumps past the bridge. Really, so his
So
motorcycle
he just ran all the way to that hospital.
he can run 13
I'm not saying
miles
he
in
can't.
30 minutes.
I just
like-
wasn't thinking about it. I mean, that's
Yeah, no.
that's an image. Imagine me like a pedestrian. Like this is the second time I'm making this joke. Electro on his way to work with all the blueprints and 90-mile-an-hour run. Captain America zooms past you, drop all your stuff.
Oh, hey, buddy, sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
And then Spider-Man comes in. Oh, hey, buddy, sorry about that.
But before we go to the hospital,
Yeah.
Sitwell gives the massive manhunt order to
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Shield.
Yes.
Agent 13 asks why. Pierce says it's because Steve is withholding information about Fury's death.
What
That's not a great excuse.
Yeah, come on.
That's honestly-
We're doing a manhunt because he wouldn't tell us why Fury was in his apartment.
He could have said he's a suspect.
Yeah,
that would have made a little
something,
more sense.
Something.
But you can tell that like half the people in that room are not buying it, but they don't really have a choice right now.
Yeah. They're like, oh, this is my boss.
I'm sure they're all hoping that it's just that it is really that simple, and they just want him like
Yeah, that we just need to get
for
him back.
questioning,
So
and
yeah.
that'll be all it is. That's just what they're hoping. But we all know that there's something malicious is brewing.
Yeah.
Then we go to the hospital.
Then we go to the hospital. We're finally at the hospital. He wants to buy his favorite brand of gum, but someone beat him up.
Hubba bubba.
Bubba bubba.
And he looks so shocked that those two packs of gum are
It was only
gone.
a day. I mean, people really don't use. Well, I guess this is now. People don't really use like.
Okay,
Off
but like
campus.
it's still two.
It is 2 sticks of gum. Off campus is
Also,
no one
if
uses
I
vending
saw
machines
a
anymore.
flash drive in a vending machine
I'm gonna be
behind
honest,
2 sticks of gum,
I would not because
I'd be a little
You know
curious.
what they say about finding random flash drives like on the street? They say don't put it in because it'll give you a virus.
But then we find out who got the flash drive and the bubble gum.
Yes,
It was
she's just
Legally,
chewing
just
the
a
bubble
pop
gum.
of bubble gum right behind him.
Grabs her, shoves her in
Literally,
the closet.
like just.
Where is it? It's safe. That's not good enough. And then she tells him the story of the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Most of the intelligence community
Soviet
doesn't
issue.
believe he exists. The ones who do call him the Winter Soldier.
And she thinks he killed
Mysterious.
Fury.
She thinks he's credited with multiple. I don't remember the number.
Multiple
What's the number?
assassinations.
How many assassinations in the
throughout
last 50
70,
years?
50 years.
I think they say 50 years, but how many assassinations? 24. Is it 24?
Is it this time? Yeah, this might be the moment where I was thinking of dozens.
Bozo.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyway,
whatever.
they use dozen more than once, apparently.
Yeah, in this movie they use it apparently twice. They used a dozen political and dozens of assassinations.
Over 24.
Anyway,
Over 2 dozen assassinations.
Bucky killed
Over,
Kennedy.
is it?
That's
Was it
kinda
50
sad.
years? Or was
They say
it-
50 years. They don't say 60, they don't
Last
say
50
70.
years.
It was 50. I was just confirming.
I'm-
I wasn't.
I'm not pushing, I'm just
Okay.
affirming.
I was
But then
just
eventually
confirming.
she gives him the flash drive.
Yes. She just shows it. She's like, I had it on me my entire time.
But she emphasizes that this guy is no nonsense, tough, dangerous, etc.
yeah,
that works.
took out
because
someone she was guarding.
She has dealt with him before. She was protecting someone, some high-ranking official in another country or something, and the Winter Soldier shot the guy underneath her,
through her.
through
Bye-bye
her stomach.
bikinis.
A bikini
Yeah, I
says,
bet you
"I
looked
think
horrible in them anyway. And then we go to... What do we go to next?
We go
Is
to
it
Pierce talking to the
yes.
council. The council is
completely won right here. This is the
Yeah.
greatest
This
case
is
of
the-
reverse
yeah.
psychology I've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen in a movie. He's basically not only is defending Nick Fury, but the council is like, we're pushing forward on Project Insight.
Why are
There's
they so
not a
pushy
darn
about it?
thing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And Pierce just goes,
All right, you got me.
you got me.
We'll continue with Project Insight.
Oh, well. Maliciously
Darn.
evil, maniacal laughter right after they hang up.
Yeah.
You know, he did like a victory dance in his office.
100%.
Then we go to the mall.
Then we go to the ball.
The ball.
Steve and Nat are in disguise at the mall to go see what's on the flash drive.
Yeah.
I love how
they go to Apple. Oh, wait.
They go to an Apple store.
Yeah.
Is it labeled an Apple store?
It's an Apple store.
Okay.
And it's not
It
an Apple
very
store.
clearly looks like an Apple
It's
store.
definitely supposed to be an Apple store, but it's
Gotcha.
not explicitly spelled
Labeled
out.
as an Apple.
Everything
Got
in
it.
that store is an Apple store. The technician, it's the only store that has those types of technicians. It's also a MacBook. Dude, if this movie took place 10 years later, they would have Hydra would have won.
We gotta find an adapter.
Yeah, we gotta get an
Hydra
adapter.
would have won because Apple doesn't know how to put ports on their computers.
No, they would have just went to an older retro store rather.
but-
Like one of those.
A retro store doesn't let you use the hardware without buying it. So they would have had to like buy an old
it.
crappy
And they would have
laptop.
bought it. Like,
How much
what
time would they lose looking for a used laptop?
They're not. They don't. They're. What's it called? They're in the clear until they insert the.
Yeah, but they have a
drive.
time limit.
There is
till
a
the
time
heli-
limit for
the
Project
helicopter.
Insight.
Yes, they have a time limit for that, but in this day, there's not really a time limit until they.
I think time is of the essence.
Well, of course, time is of the essence. They can't take
Einstein
a week to
said
figure
time
out what's
is
on this
relative.
drive. But like, they could go to
I just
a
realized
retro
something.
store, buy a laptop, and then do it themselves.
I just
like
realized
in the
something,
time.
how much
frame.
time we wasted because I forgot that they have Mac Studios in Apple stores and those have like a million regular USB ports.
Well, then there you go.
Oops.
Like,
so
they're-
they'll use the $50,000 Mac Studio.
So they go to the Apple store.
go to the Apple
they
store.
Put the flash drive
They
in.
put the flash
They
drive
have
in.
9
How
minutes
many? Yeah, how many minutes do we have? 9 minutes.
until Shield arrives at their location.
Roughly 9 minutes.
because they
it's-
put in the flash
yes.
drive.
Because there's a tracking
tracker on it,
algorithm.
a tracking
algorithm.
And the
algorithm.
data on the flash drive she cannot access.
Nope, she
but
has
she
no
can
idea what's
find out where it was made.
The person who made this was slightly smarter than me. Slightly.
I don't like the implication that Black Widow is as smart, slightly less smart than
Than
super
Zola.
genius Zola. That's kind of a weird thought. That's the insinuation.
Well, I mean, it's kind of.
I know it's tongue-in-cheek.
Slightly
I know it's tongue-in-cheek.
smarter than her in terms of coding and hacking.
I know it's tongue in cheek.
It's not
But,
really
like-
there's. Obviously Zola is smarter than
See, the
Black
point
Widow.
I'm trying to make is that Black Widow was actually young Sheldon. I wish we had cameras because he's great with the facial expressions that just clearly detail how much he wants to strangle me. You guys are missing out. We have
Speaking
fun
of
here.
not missing out,
Speaking of not
Shield
missing
is
out.
on their way.
On their way to this mall, they use the escalators. Come on, no wonder they get away.
She runs a tracer to
They're not
locate
trying to scare the public. They're just trying to get this guy.
As soon as they get this guy, the public's going to start freaking out.
Yeah, but they don't want them to freak out before that.
Yeah, but like it's just.
If they cause a scene before finding them,
I just think it's funny that
That
they
causes
took the
chaos
escalator
and
instead
allow
of the
them to
stairs.
leave.
It's just like this tactical group of like dangerous mercenaries just taking an escalator.
all right, but so did
I know.
Natasha and Steve. They
I
took
know.
they took an escalator.
It's just an amusing.
If you
picture.
never took an escalator and they took an escalator, you're never gonna run into them.
It's an amusing picture.
Fair enough. Well, Natasha.
They're on their way out. They track. They
Whoa,
track
whoa,
she
whoa,
runs
whoa,
a tra-
hold up, dude. Hold the
She
phone.
ran a tracer on
to. I was getting to that.
Okay.
Bozo.
Well, you we were already gone out of the mall. I'm like, there's still
I was
stuff
going to
talking
say
about.
they're on their way out because
Oh, okay.
they've tracked
All right,
the
all right.
data I don't remember what part of New Jersey, but it's
Wheaton,
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Where is it?
Wheaton,
New Jersey. Josh Wheaton, New Jersey.
You know of it? I was born there. No. What does he say?
Made there.
I was made there.
No, he says. She says the data was made here, and he says so was I.
So is it? That's what it was. That's
not till they get there.
I love the moment where it's like, what are you guys doing? Oh, my fiance. We're picking
we're
out
getting
wedding.
married.
Yeah, we're picking
Where
out
to?
New Jersey.
I hate New
That's
Jersey.
funny.
But
Never go to New Jersey.
but they gotta go.
They gotta, unfortunately, they have.
They have to go to Jersey.
So yeah, they narrowly escaped them all.
So where did Captain America learn to steal a car?
Nazi Germany, and we're borrowing it. Get your feet off the dash. And then they banter some more.
Yeah.
Was that your first?
Was that your first kiss since 1945?
And then he says no. So like, who the hell was?
Yeah, who? I mean, maybe he
Tried.
went out.
Was
and
it Peggy?
Just no.
Like on
Maybe
the
it was
cheek?
just like one night stand. You know,
I don't know. He's born.
He's gotta cure
he
the
was
libido
born in
somehow.
The 1910s. They didn't really do that.
I guess not.
Maybe he's like, all right, well, I gotta try the future, and this is a future thing. He's
Maybe
bragged to everybody.
maybe on his list that we didn't see was Tinder.
There's just one little part of the list that says one night stand.
Yeah,
It's
one
been
night
crossed
stand.
out 50 times.
One night stand. Like he's got Tinder and like all the other things as well.
Tinder, Hinge, Instagram, the works.
Instagram.
He fucks.
What's that?
Anyway,
Bumble.
We learned.
Wumbo,
Wumbo. No, Bumble.
Wumbo.
Bumble.
You know Wumbo?
I do know Wumbo.
He knows Wumbo.
He, she, we, Wumbo.
It's first grade, Trevor.
God, I know Wumbo. Anyway.
Speaking of the past, they arrive at the location and they find out it's
Camp Lehigh, New Jersey,
Yeah.
where Steve Rogers,
Train.
not Captain America, was trained.
Yeah. And
that
he
crazy?
sees the pole that he.
the flag's not up there, right? Isn't it not?
Well, look, because it's
No,
abandoned.
yeah.
They
It's
probably-
abandoned, so it's probably.
I'm sure it's got. I don't know the specifics, but I'm sure flag code dictates that you got to take it with you.
Yeah.
something like that.
well, there's
They
also
have
something
folding
else
regimen
there.
and stuff. Yeah, he's like, that ammunition place is awfully close to the barracks.
Yeah, something.
It's got to be like
Army code.
150 feet or
Maybe
something like
500
that.
yards, I think.
500 yards.
No
I know
closer.
there was a 5.
No closer than 500 yards from the munitions to the barracks. That's not the
Yeah.
exact quote, but those are the numbers. This building's in the wrong place. That is the exact quote. And they always open the door and they go
But
inside.
he uses his shield to break the lock.
And it's just
which
a little
is
rinky-dink padlock.
by the way, that not deleted scene, that blooper reel of that moment, hilarious.
What does he miss?
Of him hitting the lock, it not breaking, him hitting the lock, and then like 2 seconds later it breaking. Like there's just like I don't know
Why
if that's
didn't they
exact,
use
but
that
there's just so many funny times where like the lock just doesn't break or something. I love the bloopers of these movies.
So they walk in.
They walk in.
and they find
The old ass Shield headquarters, back when it was probably.
Howard
This is
Stark,
almost certainly back when it was like a
Peggy,
secret
and-
organization.
Do we know the third guy on the wall?
it's the general. It's the general.
general?
Phillips.
That's right.
But then, you know, isn't there one more guy on
It's
the wall?
Howard, General Phillips, and Peggy.
and then him.
There might be someone else there, but those are the three.
No, those are the. I thought there was only 3.
I may be misread. Yeah, I know those three are there.
It's those three.
if
Who's
it's
the
only
chick?
3,
And doesn't answer, walks away.
that's his wife in 20
Well,
years and
not
also
his
negative
wife.
70.
Well, I do want to note about this location. Do we not visit it in Endgame?
We do.
In its prime?
In its
Yeah.
prime.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess, used to be a secret organization.
We might have been his.
Or maybe it was just
first location. Maybe.
Maybe it
Yeah.
was just really well hidden. Because it's not a secret
Well, it's a
organization
secret.
anymore.
Yeah. Well, there was an ammunition barracks, right? And then they found a secret
Entrance
office
for S.H.I.E.L.D.
for Shield, right? So
It could also be like you're not really allowed the CIA. We know it exists.
Yeah.
You're not really allowed in. Could be the same thing.
sort of, yeah.
We definitely know it's not a secret organization by the time of Iron Man. Because Phil Coulson, rest in peace, just shows the badge and his shield.
Yeah.
Or the long phrase.
So they've definitely come out of the light since this moment.
But
Come out into
this
the light.
bunker's all abandoned.
Abandoned, completely
Cobwebs.
abandoned, cobwebs, dust everywhere.
Steve eventually finds a hidden elevator behind
We
it.
hear the wind howling.
Yeah, it's behind like a shelf
Yeah.
door.
Now, why? If you already have a secret office, Why do you need to hide the elevator?
So it's a secret elevator inside a secret office underneath a secret barrack.
Yeah.
With
in an ammunition
building
that shouldn't be where it is.
that leads to a secret room containing an old ass computer.
Before that, the code for the elevator is 8539, by the way.
And what does that mean?
No, that's just the code they use to get into the elevator.
There's no significance there?
I don't know if there's a significance. That's just the code she scans. She
He's
scans the
numbers
keypad.
guy. He's the numbers guy.
And then on the phone it says 8539.
I know, but I thought maybe you were going to say that it's like a comic run
I don't
or
know.
something.
Just the same
like
way I
1812.
remembered the 1YRE11 license plate.
8675
309. Got it.
That's the code they use to get in to this secret room
Except it's 8539.
underneath a secret elevator inside the secret shield base underneath the secret munitions bunker with an old ass computer that Natasha points out can't be the source because it's an old ass computer until they notice a regular ass
random ass
USB hub, like a generic USB hub you can get at like Amazon, hooked up to this old ass computer.
And all these machines, 200,000 data banks start erupting.
Everything lights up.
In power. Yeah.
This old camera hooked up to it slowly whirs over, looks at Steve.
Looks
Roger
at Natasha?
Steven, born 1914, 1910,
1918?
1918. Camera slowly turns to Natasha. Natalia Romanov, something.
Natalia something. Anatolia?
Alianova. No.
Born 1974, 84. Literally 1984, guys.
Was I right with caps?
1918.
It is.
Yes!
I knew it had something to do with World War One.
It was 1918.
But it was when it ended, not when it started. So, oops. Anyway, it's Zola
I am
who
not the
uploaded his
recording.
brain
I am not
into
recording.
what is it? Say 300,000 feet of data banks. 200,000 feet of data banks.
Yeah.
Zola lives.
Zola lives.
He's alive. He
He's
had
alive.
a terminal disease that killed his body, but science was able to save his brain.
So, what do we think it was? Cancer?
Probably.
Fine.
I mean, they just say terminal illness, right? But it's probably some.
And it wasn't
cancer
brain
or-
related, which means it wasn't.
Yeah. I think it was like probably related to working on like that Tesseract and stuff. You know, working with all of that and
The radiation.
Jane Foster.
radiating.
You guys said I wasn't necessarily correct, and now you're
I don't
using
think
the same
I'm
logic.
necessarily correct about
You're
it either.
using the same logic to insinuate that the Infinity Stone
I came up with
gave
this theory
Zola cancer.
when you, in this moment, remembering what you said.
So I'm right and you're wrong, and
No.
I'm objectively the coolest person here because I'm hosting this episode.
I just gave up a thought, you know, like a theory thought, like you did.
Natalie
That doesn't really
Portman
have
is
substance.
Hydra. That's the point.
That's not the point.
Jane Foster is Hydra.
She-Thor.
We'll get to that.
Isn't it Lady Thor?
Yeah, but I wanted to make a She-Hulk, She-Thor thing.
She-Hulk is Hydra.
Oh my god, that's...
And I know this because the show was so bad that it almost killed me. Look at Trevor, dude.
So Zola, he lives.
Zola's in a
alive.
computer, and he spills the beans to them that Hydra is
the
a
beans.
parasite in S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah.
and that S.H.I.E.L.D. is compromised, and
Cut
they've been
off
sowing
one
chaos
head.
in the world for decades.
shall take its
Bucky
place.
killed JFK. That's I love this every Marvel universe.
Every
a different Marvel guy shot Kennedy. That's kind of funny. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but like in this movie it's Bucky. In X-Men it's Magneto, or supposedly Magneto was trying to save him. Supposedly. I'm sure there's a Batman movie somewhere where the Joker shot Kennedy. I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Okay.
You lose, Captain.
You
Yeah.
lose. I'm afraid I have been stolen.
And there's a short-range missile inbound. Now that's a pretty
30
interesting
seconds
point.
tops.
Short-range missile inbound.
Ballistic missile inbound.
Did they say ballistic?
Maybe the bogey.
Because it's not a ballistic missile. It's a cruise missile. I don't know if they say it, but it's definitely...
they say ballistic.
Short-range ballistic.
Oh, they do?
Say ballistic? It cannot be a ballistic missile, because when you see the POV shot, it's flying like a cruise missile.
Well, they call it a ballistic.
Okay.
There's a giant bomb coming.
Yeah.
There's a bombs!
I'm afraid I've been stolen, Captain.
So then
this shall be our resting place.
the cruise-listic missile blows up the bunker, underneath the munitions building.
It blows up everything, basically.
This is a powerful missile.
Very powerful missile.
They're like a mile underground.
Well, I mean, point. Yeah, like in the aftermath of this missile, they're on the surface.
Well, no, they're not. And I actually remember having that exact thought, and I look, and you can see there's like giant stacks of rubble. It's like a giant crater of just rubble. You can see it would be a climb to get back up.
Okay, but it looks like...
It does look like they're closer.
Yeah.
It helps that you can see the sky.
Yeah.
Like
you see the sky.
You lose a sense of scale there.
Yeah.
But you can see that it's a massive climb in or out.
Okay. So the room blows up.
The room blows up. And they're dead. No, they're not. They just barely escape as Rumlow and crew show up.
Yes.
And they see the footprint.
So they know they're not dead.
No, he's not dead. Yeah.
He's calling the assets. Yeah. That's what he said.
And then we cut to Pierce in his not quite mansion, but basically a mansion. It's like a small mansion. It's a very nice house.
Yeah, very, very
What's
nice
the word?
house.
Villa?
I don't know.
It's a nice house.
It's a nice house.
Very nice, postmodern, large home.
Yeah, and he is saying goodnight to his cleaning lady, I guess?
Yeah.
Maid?
Home sweet Hydra.
Yeah. And then, oh no, who's sitting there?
The Winter Soldier sitting at the table.
He's gonna
Alexander Pierce, run for your life! And then he's just talking to him.
And then he's like, you want some milk? That reminded me of like, you want a drink? No, I'm gonna have one from Avengers.
The Revengers, coming soon to a Thor movie near you. Anyway, Pierce is like the most senior guy at Hydra.
Yeah.
He's basically...
So our timetable is moved up.
He's basically the American Red Skull. He's the red, white, and blue skull.
He's the replacement for Red Skull, basically.
He's the red, white, and blue skull. And now that I've coined that, I want you guys to use that exclusively when talking about him.
I won't. Okay.
So anyway, the Winter Soldier is having a silent conversation with the red, white, and blue skull.
He says two targets.
High priority. What does he say? Level 6?
Yep.
Level 1?
Was
level 6 is the
one?
shield priority.
Yeah, no.
Level 1 is the target priority. So level 1, confirmed death in 10 hours. That's the goal. And then the cleaning lady comes back for her phone, and she sees the Winter Soldier.
I forgot my phone.
And then he shoots her.
What's her name?
Renice. I wish you would have not. Renata. Pow,
I wish you would have
shoots her dead.
Pow.
And she's dead.
How did it, like...
None of us could remember the name, don't worry.
No, but, like, how does it just get away with murder? Like, what
because
about her family? What about the people who knew her?
First of all,
like, did they go disappearing
Not only is this Hydra, not only is this SHIELD,
they would wipe
but this
out
is
the
the
entire
U.S.
family.
government.
Yeah, they would wipe the family out.
Like,
she just disappeared.
They don't even have...
Like, her last known location was
just
Pierce's location.
Just think about this for a second. It doesn't even have to be that it's Hydra. SHIELD is a U.S. government organization.
SHIELD wouldn't do that.
The U.S. government might. All they need to do is call...
SHIELD's not the U.S. government.
Oh, it's a government organization. It's like CIA.
But it's not the U.S.
I know that. But, like, Hydra could just have easily been, like, thrown her onto the street and said that it was, like, a mugging gone wrong, and then just, like, bribe... I don't know, everybody to not look into it. Like, it's really one cleaning lady. I mean, if he had killed, like...
I just felt bad for her and her family, all right?
Like
let's just go.
When he killed Kennedy, there was probably some tough covering up there. I can't believe Bucky would do that. He was great in Clone High.
Anyway.
We didn't mention Steve and Natasha escaped from the rubble, from the base.
Yes.
And now we cut to Sam.
At his home.
Well,
I think
he had just finished a run, basically.
Yeah.
And he opens his fridge, gets some orange juice, starts
tap on the back door. The sliding screen door in the backyard.
Sorry to do this to you. We didn't know where else to go. Everyone we
know was trying to kill us.
Not everyone. Steps aside, lets him in, does a
Why
quick look out.
Call Iron Man?
Maybe he's
I didn't
not.
even reach him.
Yeah, like how they didn't give, like the phone wasn't
They can't
given,
use phones.
exchanged.
They would have to, like-
yeah.
Do you think Steve
Sam
was like,
Wilson's in the area.
I know that.
In DC.
I know.
Where's
I
Tony
know.
Stark?
You're
Tony
no
Stark's
fun.
in New York.
Or California.
Or California. Like where he's not
Iron Man has a million
near.
secure communication methods.
Yeah, but Steve Rogers doesn't know any of them.
Maybe he could have been like...
Steve Rogers probably was like, Natasha, I know where we need to go. Natasha probably just woke up recently because she was out cold from just being in rubble, right? So Natasha wasn't in charge of where they were going next.
The point I'm trying to articulate is, it would have been cool to see Iron Man.
Oh, it would have been
He'll
awesome.
be the next Captain America movie.
We'll get there.
You want to see Iron Man in a Captain America movie? Don't worry. You don't have to wait long.
Stick around for Guardians 2, folks. Cap and Iron Man are in that one, totally.
With Justin Hammer.
Justin Hammer. Hammer makes his return.
I'm guessing Hammer's top guy.
So Steve and Nat, they crash at
Steve and Nat crash at I must have
Sam
Hawkeye
Wilson's.
Hawkman's place.
I'm
Falcon.
tired, guys. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They crash at Falcon's pad, and he makes them breakfast if they eat that sort of thing.
If you guys still eat that sort of thing.
They're not inhuman. Oh, no, that's a Marvel thing. They're not human.
It's like Natasha's like, she's a regular
Ass dude.
Oh, dudette.
Steve's used to be a regular ass dude.
Yeah, they eat.
I think it is important to note for Natasha that she believes Shield working with Shield would have helped her gone straight.
Yeah,
Which
knowing
ended
that
up
her
not
whole
quite
world
working out.
has turned upside down.
Yeah.
And so is Steve's in a way, because what he quote unquote died for.
But he's not as distraught.
No,
he's
he's
obviously
just like-
not happy about it.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, he's already died. He's already.
He's like, all right, time to move on. Let's look. We got a job to do. You know, this happened. It sucks, but we got to fix it now.
But one interesting thing happens
Go
here.
mode.
Natasha, they're partners. Obviously, they work together well, both in the beginning of the movie when it's normal operations and during when they're on the run. But there was still a little bit of not quite distrust, but there wasn't like a complete amount of trust yet from Steve. So she asks if it were up to you if you had to trust me to save your life, would you trust me? And he says, I would now. So this is the point where he knows unequivocally that she is in fact one of the good guys.
Yeah, so this is, like after that.
I'm oversimplifying it.
Yeah.
But-
But yeah, in that moment, they have confirmed to one another that they both are trustworthy individuals.
They're in it to the end.
Yes.
I'm with you to the end of the line.
Exactly. Sorry, I was just remembering the
I know.
heartbreaking moment.
I know.
You just brought it up.
I can't believe Bucky died in that movie.
Anyway, let's.
So at this point,
I miss Bucky.
They say that Pierce had permission to send the bogey, so he's on their suspect list, and that Zola and Jasper Sitwell's algorithms were on the ship.
Yeah.
the Lemurian
I
Star
suspect the
Cruiser,
reason
whatever
it's never
called.
really spelled out, but I suspect the reason it's on the ship is because the algorithm's also on the satellites.
Yeah, it's being put into the satellites,
Yeah.
basically. You know, at least that's what I understood it as. It's got to
I
upload
assume
it somehow.
for redundancy, it's on the satellites and all three carriers.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's definitely on the satellites. So that's probably why it was on the ship.
Well, the satellites are the things that's targeting everyone for the ships to then shoot.
Well, yeah.
So you know what I mean. So
Well, they
you
could,
have to put the
for
aggro.
redundancy. If it fits on a flash drive, I mean, it's probably a really, really big flash drive. But I mean, they could definitely, for redundancy, have like a copy on the ship that they could just upload to the satellites if so need be.
True.
But
So
then
they can't reach Pierce.
Yeah.
So how will the two most wanted people kidnap a SHIELD officer in broad daylight?
I got an idea.
Sam drops his resume on the table.
yeah, Project.
You got out for a good reason.
What is
Dude,
it?
Captain America needs my help. There's no better reason to get back in.
So what is it? EX-7?
EX-07 Falcon.
007, James Bond is will return in Doomsday.
1-0.
It's 007 James will
It's
return
not 00.
in Avengers The World Is Not Enough.
It's single O.
You're not fun.
Single 07.
Single 07 will return in
There
Avengers
you go.
Doomsday.
So the Falcon suit.
The Falcon suit!
The Falcon!
Which is under lock and key in
You
some...
didn't tell me I thought you said you were a pilot.
Oh, I
I
never
never
said I was
said
a pilot.
pilot.
It's under lock and key in some unimportant cargo unit.
Behind 12 feet of steel or inches of steel or whatever they say.
It's in such a low maintenance, low priority like lockdown that we just
They're
don't
like,
even see them get it.
Yeah, they're
It's
like,
just
they give like such a knowing like glance at each other, like, yeah, not a problem.
Not a problem.
It won't even be an issue. I do like also in this scene that Natasha knows of Sam Wilson's like achievements basically, because she mentions, oh, that operation
Such and such was you.
Was
Question
you?
mark.
Oh, so it's like I thought that was like a cool little interaction. Like, oh,
I'm
that
not
was
diminishing
you?
that, but I'm sure as a SHIELD agent, she has to know generally what's going on in the world,
Duh.
especially the U.S.
I just thought it was a cool.
I know it is a cool thing. I'm adding to it.
I know.
I'm gonna cry.
Damn.
From there, we cut to the Occidental. We see Jasper Sitwell walking with Senator Stern.
The prick from Iron Man 2.
Ass.
A million other people have brought this up, but we have to bring this up. Tony Stark telling the government to fuck off in Iron Man 2 saved the world.
Yeah.
Because they would have given Hydra the Iron Man suit and not even known it.
Yeah.
Bro saved the world by going on TV and calling them ass clowns.
And humiliating
being
Justin
like,
Cameron
I
at
am
the same time.
Yeah.
See, I would.
Bubbling fool.
That's the tragic part. As you know, Justin Hammer was always right.
God.
Well. Can we get some encrypted passcodes here?
Yeah.
Can we get some encrypted passcodes? Oh, I guess not.
Never mind.
We had a contract. No, they did. They had a handshake.
You had a verbal contract.
They had a handshake. That's not the same thing.
And he never actually said he'd agree.
He just started working.
Yeah, he just started working. It was just like he didn't really say, "Oh yes, I agree."
I want my bird.
Yeah, it literally was like one stipulation. I want my bird.
So anyway, thanks for tuning into this episode of Iron Man 2. Next time we'll go over Thor: The Dark World again.
Again, we loved it so much. We want to bring it back for you all.
I'm gonna shoot myself
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Fine. I'm gonna cry. How about that? Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
So yeah, Senator Stern. Part of Hydra.
Jasper.
And then he leaves. Sitwell gets a call from presumably
I like
Pierce.
it. Pin leans in, hugs, "Hail Hydra," then leaves.
Sitwell gets a call from he thinks is Pierce, but it's actually Sam.
I'm on your 10 o'clock.
Your other tentacle.
Your other 10 o'clock.
Good looking guy in the sunglasses.
Yeah. You're gonna go 2 blocks away into a grave van. And why would I do that? Because you have a really nice tie on, and I would hate to mess it up.
And it's got the sniper dot on his tie. So
He's
he
like,
goes along with
"What?"
them. They throw him on the roof. They rough him up a little. Yeah. What Sola's algorithm? I don't know. Never heard of it. You're not going to throw me off the roof. You're not. You're right.
You're
shove.
No, it's not a shove.
Okay, fine.
It's a kick.
Kicks him off.
Gotta be. You're killing these moments by speeding through them, Connor.
Well, you know what? It's a good movie, and there's a lot of it.
I know.
There's a lot of movie. This is another funny part.
It's so good.
They start talking about
like as you hear him screaming down the thing,
falling to his death, and they're just like, well, you know that nice girl from the such and such.
Oh,
no,
lip piercing.
I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that.
And then he comes back up. Falcon. Sam Wilson is Marvel's the Falcon. Drop Sitwell on the roof.
You can see that they got the Falcon suit off screen. Like it was no big deal.
It was no big deal because they're just those guys.
Yeah, it was literally no big deal that they literally just totally forgot it. They went right from talking about needing to get it
to have it
into this scene where they have it.
They aren't even that guy. They're those guys.
Yes.
They're those guys.
So then they drop Sitwell, and he immediately folds.
Immediately, like,
This
do not
guy-
throw me off that building again.
This guy did not get the routine CIA torture prevention training.
No.
This guy folds instantly.
And he says that Zola's algorithm is a program for choosing Insight's targets.
Yes.
How would it know?
How would it not?
The 21st century
Your
is a
bank
digital
records.
book.
The internet.
Zola taught Hydra how to read it.
Yeah.
I will note his list of names included one very interesting one. I'll read them out right now. A TV anchor in Cairo, the Undersecretary of Defense, a high school valedictorian in Iowa City, Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange, anyone who's a threat to Hydra now or in the future.
How does he know Stephen?
See, I was going to say, obviously that's a reference. I'm not going to pretend I don't know why they didn't say it because, ooh, Marvel. He's just a surgeon. Like, is he just like a really publicly angry surgeon? Like, I could buy that. I could honestly buy that. Because he's definitely an
Maybe
asshole.
it's his like reckless past
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, it's probably his
it's-
reckless
yeah.
past, and Zola's
Is he
predicting something.
like Dr.
would
Phil,
happen.
Dr. Fauci? He's just a well-known doctor.
Well, it could also be like just targeting.
Do you think Zola's algorithm
multiple
knew
things,
he would be like a superhero one day?
Maybe not. Yes, but like also maybe just like he might become a political rival that speaks out in the future using his wealth from being a surgeon.
I could see him.
You know,
I could see him being a very vulgar politician.
Yeah, something
had he
like
not
that.
Lost his fingers.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like not necessarily using Zola's algorithm to predict he
like
becomes a superhero.
pull me out, but it is an odd choice.
It is.
Of a name.
It is.
Especially so early. considering-
So early, and we like
You know
we're
what's
like, wait,
so
who is
crazy?
that?
Spider-Man did the same thing. Spider-Man 2. The
Dr.
freeze
Strange.
guy is trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
find names for Doc Ock.
That's right.
And he mentions Doctor Strange. That's great, but it's taken. It's just
Sam
another
Raimi
funny
with the
thing.
direct Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So good.
I like to think that he was also just a famous doctor in Spider-Man. There's just no Doctor Strange. As we'll see in No Way Home, Toby doesn't know who Doctor Strange is, so
Yes.
he's just a surgeon.
Yeah, he's just a surgeon in some universes. His hands were never broken. He never decided to talk on the phone and get distracted by someone.
Well, it's not.
We'll get there.
it's
We'll
not
get
a
there. I don't want to do
canon
any
event.
spoilers.
we'll get
there. Who he's looking at and
Every
why he's
universe has a
distracted.
different canon event, and his
yes.
didn't exist in that one.
Yeah.
Could you
Although
imagine-
every Spider-Man canon event, there's one where it has to happen.
Well, every Spider-Man happens to have the same canon event. They're not necessarily all Spider-Mans have one canon event. It's that this canon event is shared. Because Tom Holland's Spider-Man doesn't have an Uncle Ben.
No, but
Does Aunt May dies?
replaces Uncle Ben. Like that's
Aunt
what
May
like
dies.
that
That's
had
a
like
rental
that has to happen in
That loss of
Spider-Man.
a parental figure.
Yeah,
guardian
the
figure.
parental figure of Peter Parker must die.
But we don't
Whether
know
it's
that
Aunt May
we don't
or
know
Uncle
that it's
Ben.
every single Spider-Man in every single universe. If there's an infinite multiverse, there's universes where Spider-Man's
It's
And
pretty
Uncle
talked
live.
about.
Well, if we don't know if Miguel is right.
that too. That too.
But we'll get to that. It's a different
Stay
movie.
tuned.
It is
for
different.
Stay tuned for our road to Venom v. Null.
All
where
right.
We talk about every
my
movie
God.
in the Sony
Morbius
Spider-Man
2!
universe. I can't wait for Morbius 2. Subtitle, it's Morbin time. As confirmed, I'm not even making this up. Jared Leto posted a fucking video where he had it's a fake script, but it was a script for Morbius 2, it's Morbin time.
I love that.
But we're talking about Hydra.
Yeah,
Hydra,
let's get back on track.
I want to see Morbius.
That's
and-
not bad in bad track.
Morbius and Blade team up to fight a common enemy, Hydra. I want Mahershala Ali and Jared Leto
You want a vampire
to
slayer.
fight Red Skull.
You want a vampire slayer to slay non-vampires? Got it.
Yeah.
So using Project Insight, they can kill a bajillion people anytime, any minute, everywhere.
I'm crossing a few million off the list at a time.
Yeah.
and like we mentioned, they use your bank records, medical history, trying to predict if you would be a threat. to
Your damn SAT scores.
Voter records, SAT scores,
Everything.
medical records.
Anything and everything.
Literally everything.
Not good.
Predict. Nope.
Make a mean tweet one day, you're on the list.
He'll die.
I get
anything.
sniped from orbit because I tweeted something mean about like a coworker.
It's literally if you show any signs of being against Hydra's agenda.
not even necessarily against, because
Like,
Pierce only says 20 million. It's a threat.
Yeah.
A threat to Hydra.
Anyone who's
Some random schmuck from like Missouri is not going to be pro Hydra, but he's not going to be able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So then we cut to the highway. Steve, Sam, Nat, and Sitwell are in the
Jasper.
car.
They're trying to discuss what plan of action to take.
We're gonna use his biometrics to get in. That's a terrible idea.
And then the Winter Soldier just comes out of nowhere, rips the door out of the car, grabs Sitwell, throws him into oncoming traffic.
Giant
and he's
truck.
immediately beamed by a 16-wheeler in
Oh,
the same way
man.
that Mark 42 was.
Yes.
But this one did not.
But this was
come back
not
together.
an Iron
Well,
Man suit. This
he
was
collapsed into a million pieces. It just couldn't be put back together. Look,
And
Sitwell was
wasn't run
Hydra. I don't feel
electronically.
bad. I don't feel bad about making fun of his
Yeah,
guy.
no, he
Bro deserved it.
Active, participant in
From Thor 2011 to Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
This guy was mean.
Is that what's on his tombstone?
Rest in peace, guy who was in Thor 1, Avengers, and Winter Soldier. You will be missed. Hail
Asterix,
Hydra.
no Asterix, but to me you will be missed. Asterix.
Little
So, yeah.
tiny fun at the bottom, Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
The Winter Soldier's here to attack the car. Everyone inside of it.
This is another
super accurate shots to, if you notice, the back of the seats, the head rests. If both Steve Rogers and Falcon didn't move their heads, they were being shot. Because the bullet holes in the two headrests from the Winter Soldier pulling the trigger through
because he's
the roof, not being able to see too.
He's
Perfect
that guy.
shots.
He is that
Yeah,
guy.
that's what I was saying. It was just impressive.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this fight scene.
They jam on the
He
brake.
flips around, and I think they get this is the first probably proper look at him.
Yeah.
Full metal arm.
Full metal
He still
arm,
has a
full
mask
body.
on.
Still has mask and goggles on. They screech to a halt. He goes flying, but then just stays, and then you can see as one car like goes around their car, and then this giant truck,
military truck is coming.
rams them in
Rams
the
them.
back.
The Winter Soldier rips off the steering
Yeah,
wheel.
literally gets back on top of the car, rips the steering wheel out.
The
They
car
can't
goes
catch a break.
flying, and
Goes
then
flying,
It eventually flips. I think
flips.
Steve grabs everyone.
Everyone out
they all
and
fall.
uses the shield
And
again,
the car door
Yeah.
and the car door
to cushion their...
to cushion the fall.
There's the... Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Sam goes flying off. Backup for Bucky returns. A bunch of
Yeah,
goons
now there's just a bunch of people
goons,
with,
Hydra goons.
machine guns shooting.
Bucky throws a grenade at Cap.
Yeah,
Cap goes
flying off the bridge into a bus.
Bro can't catch a break.
No.
This guy's getting pummeled.
It really is an all-out war
All out.
battle.
Natasha has to like jump off the bridge and use her like grappling hook or
Spider-Man!
something. Yeah. And then like he goes I love how like the one of the guys just knows, oh yep, it's Bucky's time to have my gun.
His hands in the gun.
Hands in the gun. Bucky's there looking, but then she sees the shadow, so
she stops,
shoots
shoots upward, and pow, pow, pow.
hits the goggle.
Yeah, he takes
This
the
is
goggles
important.
off.
Which is the first step of unmasking him.
Very important. He hit the goggles, so he rips it off.
So he takes them off.
The other goons grapple their way down.
Yep.
Steve wakes up in the bus.
In the bus.
They blow up the bus.
He says, I got her, you find him. Bucky says that, the Winter Soldier says that to his people and goes after Natasha.
This is a great movie, but why would he do that? Like, realistically, wouldn't it make more sense for him
She
to
was
go-
the last one to fire on him.
Well, I mean,
Vendetta, I don't know.
now that I'm thinking about it, they were both given the same level of priority.
Yeah,
by
I also
Pierce.
don't understand how they just know he's in the bus when the Winter Soldier literally says, I'll get her, you find him. You know, like, you find Captain America. And then they immediately just start firing at the bus.
Well, it's a good guess.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess, but, like, at the same time, I'm like, how'd they know?
Also, no witnesses.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, Sam is still fighting goons from the top.
Yeah.
He's still on the highway. Cap, the
Straight
guy's with
gun,
a machine gun, firing at Cap. He's pushing in. He eventually knocks
Oh,
him
the
out.
mini... dude, if you're losing
What, a minigun?
with a minigun, you gotta, like, come on. I would have been, like, in Iron Man 3. I'm sorry. These guys, they're just so weird.
To be fair, the fake 10 rings is a lot less world-shattering
than Hydra. Yeah, I know. And if you try
run
to
from
still
Hydra,
leave,
you're cooked.
you're dead. Yeah,
You run
yeah.
from
You
the
can't-
fake 10 rings, you can just be like, my shift ended.
Yeah.
My shift ended.
Oh, clock out.
True.
That
It
clock
is a
out.
little different, but it's just like, dude took out a minigun.
I would give myself a bunch of bruises and be like, well, he punched me a bunch of times and he knocked me unconscious, and that's why I'm alive. Please don't kill me and my family.
And then they still kill you and your family
Oh, yeah.
because that's how nasty Hydra is.
So eventually, Bucky's walking down a road and he hears Natasha talking
Yeah.
to someone.
A faint, like,
Dialogue.
voice.
She's like calling back
dialogue,
up.
Yeah. So
he rolls a little tiny grenade, ding, 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 and we
see that it's just a phone
a phone
recording
playing a recording.
on loop. Because it does repeat. If you listen carefully, it does repeat itself.
Yes, it does. And boom, explosion. And then there she comes.
She
Yeah.
ambushes him.
Besides,
Ambushes
ambush.
him, tries to get a wire around his neck, but he's super soldier, so he's just literally
Shakes it off
throws
like
throws her off of him.
Now, the first thing I thought was just the sheer difference in not only effort but results compared to Iron Man 2. She's taken down 6 dudes with no effort, and she can't even get a foothold on this one guy.
No. I mean, he's a super.
yeah,
he has a super serum.
It's just such a massive like shift.
So he's
in-
stronger than Zatari.
Yeah, like you can even
Well, Cap's definitely
stronger than
Zatara. He's at least as strong as Cap.
But yeah, she throws one of her discs at his arm
to get away, because he's just about to fire at her. Yeah, and he rips it off.
She's running, but she does eventually get shot.
Yeah, it's right in the shoulder.
And then Steve catches up.
Yeah, and then right before he's able to finish, Steve catches up, and
knocks him just enough so he misses the shot.
Yep, and then they go into a whole fight tussle where Steve has his shield at first, and then just gets it like taken from him, and then multiple times, and then Winter Soldier
Bucky
is now
grabs his shield
then.
and flips.
We don't know that yet.
Winter Soldier grabs his shield and he flips Steve over.
yeah.
Like he's still onto it. It's pretty cool.
Their fight is pretty even in like until the few moments where the Winter Soldier uses the metal arm to overpower Steve in certain moments, like the knife into the van as they go along.
See, there's 2 things I want to note here. I remember reading somewhere when he does that nice knife flip with his hand.
That's all.
If I remember, no, they CGI'd it. No, I remember reading
intense training.
Yeah, I remember reading that. I wish I could remember the guy's name. Who's the actor for Bucky? Sebastian Stan was sitting in like a cafe just practicing with like a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
And he got like a weird look from one of the other people at the cafe because he was just flipping around a knife. And another thing that I thought was, this wasn't like this is something I thought was cool. When he's trying to go to stab Steve at one point, he's way over. So he literally drops the knife, reorients himself, catches it, and goes for it. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, the choreography in this fight
Amazing.
is so good. And even seeing the behind the scene, because I did watch behind the scenes.
I probably should have.
Of these, it's so cool. And he went through vigorous training to be able to pull this, just this fight scene off with
Was
the
it
knife
actually
flipping.
Sebastian Stan?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
He
awesome.
did this himself. He practiced the knife and everything, and they shot it live, basically.
Tom Cruise who?
Yeah, no, it was cool. I
Iron
was
Man.
like, that's sick.
Tom Cruise, Mission Iron
Yeah.
Impossible.
Oh my God.
But But yeah, the fight keeps going. Steve uses the shield to kind of like break a little bit of Bucky's arm, dislodge it a little bit or something.
Yeah, it hits the back and then goes up and hits him
then
in the face.
Bucky eventually flips over and rolls. His mask comes off.
Steve like gets a grip on the head, on the mask, and that causes
Just flips him upward, and the mask goes off, and the Winter Soldier takes one look, and Steve goes,
Bucky?
Bucky? Who the hell is Bucky? Boom! Shot by Natasha, who's wounded.
He goes
Somehow
to
we
shoot
missed
Steve
that. Natasha got shot.
No, we mentioned it.
We did mention
Yeah.
it? Good. Well, she got shot, and she's barely standing, but she manages to get Winter Soldier away
launcher,
just long enough, and then all of a sudden they're surrounded.
Yeah. And Sam's
Shield
also
incoming, or well, not Shield. Hydra incoming. Strike team.
Brock
here.
Rumlow stops them from executing them right there because he looks up and there's a news helicopter.
Yeah, and he's like, not here. Not here.
I never thought I'd say this, but the paparazzi actually did something useful for once.
Mm-hmm.
They saved the world. I mean, there wouldn't have been anyone to stop the helicarriers.
Well,
Iron Man was probably
Fury would have
drinking.
still tried to do something.
Yeah, but he's like injured everywhere.
Yeah, but he still has.
What's
some-
Maria Hill going to do against the Winter Soldier?
I know. I'm just saying he would have tried. He would
He
at
would've
least
tried.
He would have at least tried. To
They
do
would've
something. He wouldn't
failed.
have just sat around.
Maybe
doing
he would have called
nothing.
Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, he could have. Honestly, he probably
That's a
would have
much
hit the
less
buzzer.
fun thought.
But it's probably the most accurate.
You're right, but it's a much less fun thought because, well, I guess it's a good thing because now that means the paparazzi didn't save the world, so I get to keep hating them.
Okay. Sure. However you want to see
However
it.
I want to
Connor.
spin it.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, they're all arrested, put into the vans, and they're in a van with 2 guards in the back.
And they're taken to this non-public, very secluded, sewer-esque
3
location.
holes. Start digging.
Well,
before
before
we get
that.
there-
Before that. Yeah. Before that.
Sam Wilson is like, she's bleeding out, we need to get a doctor. And this guard goes, stabs the guy. Well, not stabs him, but hits him with the thing, shocks him, knocks him out, takes off the helmet, and it's Maria Hill.
Oh, this thing was squeezing my brain.
Maria Hill saves the day.
Who's he?
And they use the lightsaber thing.
Yep, the lightsaber
to
to
escape.
cut a hole in the bottom.
And they go to a dam, it seems.
Yeah, it's like a dam area.
It's a secret base.
Yeah.
Secret invasion. Never watching that again.
She's bleeding. She needs help.
She
Give
needs
her to
blood.
me. She'll
At
want to
least
see
2
him
pints.
first.
I gotta be honest, guys. I didn't know he was alive. That's crazy.
Before
Nick
we
Fury's
get to that,
alive?
Joe Russo, the doctor. It's like,
Was that actually?
that's Joe Russo.
Oh, that's Joe Russo. Oh my
Bro
god.
just had to be in the. I don't blame him, but bro had to
He's
be
in all of his own. The Russo.
Is Anthony Russo also in all of them?
No, I don't think so.
Bro, what a square. He wasn't even in the movie.
Maybe he didn't want to be in just.
He was
I
direct.
would.
He was directing that scene.
I gotta be in the movie. Danny DeVito directed. What the fuck is the movie with the kid who can move things with their mind? Matilda.
Which one?
Danny DeVito directed Matilda, including scenes that he was in as the dad. So if he's Anthony Russo could have directed the scene and also have been in the scene.
But Joe Russo's Dr. Joe Russo. In the
Dr.
scene.
Joe.
Dr. Joe.
But Nick
Joe
Fury
Russo.
is alive.
Nick Fury's
Fury's
alive.
alive!
I
With
can't
a
believe it. Who could
multitude
have
of
possibly
things.
seen this coming?
But we saw you die. Your heart stopped beating. Oh, that was a drug that Dr. Banner invented for the
stress.
whole for stress.
Which didn't work out.
No. But we found a good use for it. Lowers your heartbeat to 1 beat per minute. Which
How do you
is
think that affects the
absolutely
Hulk?
insane.
Do you think it just immediately shot up, it dropped to 1 and then immediately shot up, or do you think it just didn't work on him at all? I imagine it had to have had some very explosive results.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it probably. Yeah, I think it was
You know what?
given
I
to
haven't-
Banner.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it was developed by him.
Yeah, it was developed by Banner, and then he what I meant was he injects it into Banner, then Banner, goes kaput, and then the Hulk's like, oh shit, he's dying, and has to take over.
See, I was about to say
resuscitate.
that. What I was going to say is it works, like you said, it works immediately. He's down to 1 beat per minute. And then I wasn't going to say that it's the Hulk thinks he's dying. It's just that the shock of his heartbeat coming back.
That's basically what I.
Well, then we agree. Cool.
Yeah,
all is well with the world.
Yeah, no, because it's just like the Hulk say like when he in Ragnarok he jumps off and lands on the bridge and it's just like that funny moment and then Hulk comes out. Yeah, like I feel like it's a similar situation to that. Anyway,
Bruce Banner could.
Do you have the list of everything wrong with him?
He's got like a laundry list of.
He's like a laundry list of things, and then the
defects.
Doctor's like, "Oh yeah, and a collapsed lung. Oh yeah, wouldn't want to forget about that.
Want to forget that." Laundry list of various defects, illnesses,
lacerated spinal column, cracked sternum, shattered collarbone, perforated liver, one hell of a headache, and don't forget your
collapsed lung.
Let's not forget
right,
that.
Let's not
Otherwise,
forget
I'm
that.
good.
That's less than I thought it would be.
Still a laundry list.
It's a lot,
yeah. He's got a gunshot wound, like gunshot wounds.
Bro got shot. That's crazy.
So then after that, we cut back to Bucky getting repairs on his arm.
Yeah, he's unstable.
He's having flashes of his former life.
We basically see what happened.
Experiments
when he fell and when he was rescued by Hydra.
By Zola.
By Zola specifically. So, when I was younger, I didn't really think about it too much. I guess that was mentioned in the movie. So, do you think he was like a super soldier before the fall?
No.
Because he had to... Something they did... And they flat out say that something they did while he was a prisoner enabled him to survive the fall. They flat out say that.
Maybe some of like the
But he doesn't...
foundational
Yeah,
parts.
It was definitely foundational, but I don't think he was like... Full-blown super soldier yet, like Captain America. You know what I mean? Maybe he was in prepping stages for it.
Yeah.
Maybe they were experimenting with smaller doses or something like that. They were also...
Like he gets mad one day during the war, he just rips off a door and is like, oh.
Those most rusty
He can't
edges.
replicate
Those
it
are
at
rusty
but it happens
edges.
exactly once and he just never questions it.
So yeah, then Pierce and Rumlow go to visit Bucky while he's like in his like chair. Bucky's all confused because he saw Steve.
He knew me.
I
knew him.
We get a glimpse of what the usual procedure looks like where Pierce asks for mission report. And what usually would happen is that he would give the mission report. But in this case, Bucky is silent. And then finally, who was he? How do you know it was... What does he say? I ruined the moment. What does he say?
Who was he?
Okay, so
How did he know it was who I was or something like that?
He knew me.
The man on the bridge.
The man on the bridge.
Who was he?
You met him earlier this week on another assignment.
I knew him.
But I knew him. Yeah, there. That's what it was.
And then he like gaslights him to thinking, dude, you're like the GOAT. Come on, bro.
Come on.
Your work has been a gift to mankind.
Yeah.
Something evil speech.
Hydra is the good guy.
We're gonna save the world tomorrow.
We're gonna give everyone freedom.
Well, we can't do it if you don't do it. And then he's like, but I knew him.
All right, swipe him, start over.
Yep. So they put him under. And you can see that he knows the procedure for this.
Yeah. He's like, oh.
That's the one thing they
this
can't
again.
wipe. Just him being wiped. He begrudgingly puts the teeth guard in. They put this very painful looking thing over his head.
And it just
zaps him and starts screaming in agony. You can see that Brock Rumlow has seen this at least once and is like not comfortable. Not that he's, like...
I don't think anyone would be comfortable watching something like that. Come on.
Just like he'd rather not be there. And they leave.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut back to Fury, who's having a little bit of a quabble with Steve.
Yeah, about what should do now. Because he wants to salvage as much as he can from S.H.I.E.L.D.
And Steve's like, we gotta tear the whole thing down.
Everything's going.
Everything must go.
Which honestly is the smart way to do it. Because you don't know what you would salvage.
It's like, let's try it. Third time's the charm, right, guys?
It's like, what if you end up salvaging
Cut
something
off
that's
two
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
heads,
quote unquote, and
cut
then it ends
off
up...
two heads, 4 more shall take its place. You gotta kill the whole body.
Yeah. So you take everything down. We'll take
Everything
Hydra
must
down
go.
this time.
And everyone else agrees with Cap. So
Even Maria Hill.
Yeah. And then he's like, all right, I guess
I do what he does, but slower.
Yeah, I do what he... Don't look at me. I do what he does, but slower. I love that line. Because Fury is trying to get someone to
he's
agree.
looking at, like,
he's looking for
everybody.
at least one person.
One guy to side
He's
with
like,
him.
if one person sides with me, I have everyone.
And then Falcon's like, no.
I do what he does.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
And then Steve's on top of the dam. He's
Reminiscing
about
of past event with Bucky.
Yeah.
Pre-war, not even pre-serum, but pre-war, where his mother just died. And
Well, it's
Bucky,
also pre-serum.
well, you know what I mean. It's
okay.
before.
Wimpy
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Wimpy
sure. I'm not
Steve.
even sure Bucky's.
It's
in
95 pound, 5'2" or 5'4" Steve.
little tiny Diary of Wimpy Steve, and his mother just died.
Yeah.
And Bucky
He's plot next to his
graciously offers to invites him to live with him.
Yeah.
And
He
Steve
can stay
insists
with
that he
us.
can get by on his own, and Bucky says, "You don't need to, because I'm with you to the end of the line, pal."
He's like, I know, but you don't. Like, he's like trying to reassure Rogers that, like, yes, I know you can make it on your own.
You can do it. You don't
But you
have
don't
to.
have to. I'm here for you, buddy.
And then flashback ends
So
because Sam Wilson comes by and he's like,
Hey, dude,
"That guy
can
is
you do
gone.
what you need to do?
Can you
He's gonna
finish
be there.
him?
Are you ready
He's
to
gonna
lock
be there,
in?
yeah.
You gotta kill him. I know no one wants to hear it.
Yeah, can you do
gotta
what needs
kill
to
him.
be
He's not the
done?
kind of guy you save, but the guy you stop.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can do that. When I give you a choice.
he might not.
Something that he tells him he will. Gear up.
He will.
It's time.
Gear up.
And I think
You're
he's
gonna go in
he's
that?
wearing like a very casual outfit.
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna go fight this and that? He's like, no. If you're gonna go fight a war, you need a uniform.
And we come back to the Smithsonian.
Security guard.
Stan
Oh,
Lee.
Stan Lee.
I am
Oh, man.
fired.
And the Captain America.
Captain America mannequin is.
I just like how they had to make a mannequin that was extremely buff. Like even the mannequin has like a full-on
because
chest and abs.
It's sized to.
No,
Steve.
that's what I'm saying.
So it has
like they
to
had to make a buff mannequin just for Steve.
It's just an empty mannequin.
Yeah.
That's like twice as big as
I
yours.
think he should have taken the shield too, but I understand why
not
he
as
wouldn't.
practical.
I know it's not practical.
It's not a.
It's not vibranium.
vibranium, that was
I
the
know. I know.
But I love that suit, so I'm not complaining.
Good suit. Good suit. Good scene. Good stand. Good
Stan Lee
rest in
cameo.
peace.
Yeah, I like.
I miss that guy.
I miss him too.
Anyway,
And we come back to like they're in the woods by the HQ. They're all walking up.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Making their way to
it's
the
Hill, Sam, and Cap. We don't see the other ones.
yeah, they're off doing something
Yes.
unimportant. We won't ever see them again.
Then we go.
Never.
Then we go inside the HQ. They're prepping for the helicarrier launch.
Is this where we see the Security Council?
Yes, not. Yes, actually.
Is this
They're
when-
walking in. They just
Yes,
landed.
Yes.
They just landed, and then Pierce hands them these badges.
That
They're
give them
unrestricted
access to the base.
because we use bioscanners. Yada yada yada.
All that
You
jazz.
must wear these, and everyone clips them on. They
Everyone.
head up to the.
Top floor,
Yeah.
I guess.
Then we cut to the communication bay. We see some
There's a
officers.
Bunch of guys.
One of
doing
them
their jobs.
is played by Abed from Community. I don't know if you guys have watched
I have
Community.
not.
I have not.
But
Is that a show I have to put on my long list of shows?
I
maybe.
keep hearing that it's really really good.
But
How
yeah,
many
he's
seasons
one
is
of
it?
the actors that are there.
How many seasons is Community?
Probably quite a few. What's his name? Grover.
Grover
Something?
Cleveland is in
Yeah.
this movie. I
It's not a
love
movie.
Grover Cleveland.
No,
Dude,
and
I
it's
can't
not-
believe they
no.
shot him. They named a cat after him.
What is his name?
6 seasons.
I can't think of his name.
See, that's a bit much.
Who's Grover? What are you talking about?
Grover Cleveland.
It's not Grover.
Donald Glover?
Yeah.
Grover?
Donald Glover.
Glover.
Donald
Grover. Glover.
Donald Glover.
I just recently watched Percy Jackson. All right.
Is he in?
No, but Grover.
Oh, Grover is.
Grover
Glover
is in
isn't.
Percy Jackson.
You know what Glover is
So
in?
Glover, but
Spider-Man.
my brain couldn't
He's in
think of
Spider-Man.
Glover. It just kept thinking of Grover.
You know, there's a video game. I'm not making this up. There's a video game from the 90s called Glover, and the main character is an anthropomorphic glove.
Amazing.
I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
Tangent aside,
Yeah.
there's a loud error on the PA system.
so they go to check it out, and they open the door, and in comes Steve.
Maria was just like move with a gun.
Yeah. And then they're having an IRL meeting. The council is having a real life
IRL.
Yeah.
Oh, because okay,
They're not on.
Yeah, they're in the council room that we see them.
But they're in person.
I think
But they're in
outside
person
of
this
universe.
time.
The actors are coalescing.
No.
All right, so in this scene, you're going to shoot me, and in this scene, I'm going to shoot you. Any questions? Action.
They're watching the live launch of Project. There's like a countdown on the monitor.
Like 2 hours to go.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, someone comes over the PA system.
It's Captain America.
Captain America gives a hell of a speech.
One hell of a speech.
We're not going to
man.
repeat because it's like 2 paragraphs long.
Yeah,
but it's a really
and we
good
wouldn't
speech.
do it justice even if we tried
Yeah,
because it's just such a good speech.
It's a great speech.
They could be
Basically,
right next to you.
The important bits are S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra. We have to stop the launch.
And he lets everyone know.
The guy sitting next to you might be Hydra, but don't let that deter you because we got to stop
We got
them.
a job. Yeah, we got a job
And
to do. We must do it.
I'm going to go out and try and stop them. And I don't know if anyone else is, but I suspect...
If I have to do it alone, I will do it.
But I suspect that I will not be the only one.
But I suspect
And
I'm
then-
not. Yeah.
Rumlow shows up to the guy sitting at the launch.
Immediately
mission
after
control.
this announcement, and is like,
Give the launch. Preempt the launch.
Preempt the
He's like,
launch sequence.
I'm not going to launch those ships. Pulls a gun on this poor kid. Step aside. And then there's a Mexican standoff
Yeah,
of like
literally
50 people aiming at each other.
Agent 13 is also
Agent
there.
13's like, you heard him, step aside.
Captain's
They
orders.
all aim at each other.
Yeah. It looks like he's giving up at first, lowers the gun, but then just grabs a knife.
Stabs her.
Not stabs,
Like
but
swipe.
swipes her arm,
Yeah.
causing her to drop the gun, and then he catches the gun she just had in her arm.
Goes to shoot the kid,
But
which
she kicks the chair out.
So he falls down, bullets flying everywhere.
And then
This
he
kid
just starts
crawls
cram-
under
yeah.
the table, and he goes in, types as fast as he can, starts
Just
the launch.
starts the launch.
2-hour countdown drops down to 0.
Yeah, and they're
Bay
immediately
doors
launched.
open, Potomac exposed. These 3 ships start to rise.
It's
Time is up. The world is over. They're all dead. The end. Movie over. It was nice knowing you guys. I did this
Jesus
once.
Christ, whiplash. You just gave me fucking whiplash.
Sorry, guys. We lost.
It's important to know that during the speech, we see a bunch of Hydra people going to the helicarriers to still, they shoot the guards and still get on.
Yeah.
Also, during at the council meeting, some strike goons come in and aim at the council members.
Yes.
So everyone's kind of under duress at this moment.
Yeah. And doesn't one of the guys say, "What are you waiting for? Arrest him!"
Yeah.
And then they just pull a gun on him.
Yeah, they pull a gun on him, and he's like, "Oh, sorry. Looks like I'm
Bro
in
is
charge
not
now."
aware of the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
He thinks he's just
He
some
thinks
corrupt
he's-
politician.
yeah. He
This
thinks-
is the corrupt politician.
Literally. He thinks that like
He
all
thinks
these
this guy's-
agents are on his side
He
as well.
thinks this guy's going to
he's,
trial.
He's in
Enemy
Pierce's
waters.
lair. Like, you think the surrounding people are on your side or on his side?
Bro
Come
thinks he's
on.
going to trial. Skull emoji.
So the helicarriers, they start flying up.
They start flying into the air.
Countdown has begun. Oh, we did not mention the briefcase with the chips. So there's a briefcase with 3 chips in it that will help redirect the
One
targeting
chip
system.
for each ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Each
And they
helicarrier.
all need to be.
They have to get into a helicarrier, pull one specific chip, replace it with the new ones, and it will overwrite the targeting. It will replace the algorithm.
They will sync to each other and it will replace the algorithm.
Yeah.
Well, they won't even like sync to each other. They'll aim at each other.
Well, no. The chips need to be all like synced. All 3 need to be in so they can sync.
Yeah.
If one isn't, then they're out of sync.
Well,
and
they
that won't
say
work.
the way she says it is if even one chip isn't gotten, I guess, with the chip, she says a lot of people are going to die. I interpreted this as obviously you have to get all 3 ships because you stop everyone from dying, but 2 ships. Only 1/3 of people are going to die.
No.
Which is still several million.
That's
No.
like some Thanos logic. We're not
Yeah,
doing
no,
that.
that's
because
not the logic behind these chips. If they
I don't think they
miss
synced
one
up.
chip, all 3 of them will still be shooting.
It's
Do
not
they
even about,
civilians?
it's not about being
Yeah.
synced up. It's just about all 3 of them being.
They all
altered.
need to be put in the helicarrier. All 3 of them need to be in the helicarrier to stop. If even one of them doesn't get put into a helicarrier,
they
lose.
under the impression. Well, yeah, they lose. But I was under the impression that it's just one helicarrier is still in operation.
Nope.
Do they explicitly say it's all three? Are you
it
sure
would all
about
three?
that?
Yes.
You're positive.
Yes, I am positive that I am right on
I
this.
honestly don't buy it. I genuinely don't. I don't think it's a Thanos thing. I think it's just one helicarrier will still be shooting at a bunch of people.
Nope. All three of them would.
I don't know.
You need to disable all three of them. They need to be.
We need to
they're
link
connected.
all three carriers for this
See?
to work. Because if even one of these ships remains operational, a whole lot of people are gonna die. They say we need to link.
But they say
They need
if
to
even
link.
one ship is operational, that means the other two might be unoperational.
Well, I mean, I feel like they're saying like we need to take all three ships down. We can't just take two ships down and leave the third one.
But
I don't think that it's.
I
think they're two separate thoughts, but since they're in the same sentence, you're combining them.
I still think let's say they only get one ship.
The targeting doesn't change on the screen until all three are inputted.
Well, it's not. It's not that even that they're in. It's that Maria Hill activates it with the button on her screen.
Yeah, but they get linked before that. Before she activates them to shoot
wrong.
on.
I can't hear you.
You're not, but it's okay.
You're wrong. La, 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 la.
Connor hates when he's wrong.
No, look, I've conceded on plenty of points before. I don't think this is going to be one of them. I don't think it's.
Well, I'm not conceding on my end because I know I'm right on my end.
This is a Marvel discussion.
So
We're discussing how I'm right.
I'm not attacking you, and we're not discussing that you're right.
We're not discussing that you're right. That's for sure.
But at least I'm not saying I'm right, you're wrong. You know
just
what I mean?
did.
I was mocking you.
Nuh-uh.
So Cap and Steve run outside. They run out. They gotta stop these helicarriers. So Sam flies off and Steve jumps onto one of the helicarriers. He beats up a couple guards while Sam's dodging turrets and flying around. Pierce is watching from the big screen in the council room. And all the council people just straight up hate Pierce at this point.
You don't say.
This motherfucker.
But there's just one guy who's like, let's see how this plays out.
One of them, the councilwoman in particular, hates him very much. He starts beating up the guards.
Beating up everyone, yeah.
Pulls a gun on him.
Yes, and her face warps into
Natasha Romanoff.
I thought she was dead. She bled out.
Joe Russo helped her.
Oh, yeah.
She got pints of blood.
He was there for that.
We mentioned that.
We literally mentioned it. She got safety.
No, this is the Scarlet Witch. I won't be accepting any criticism of my theory. You're all wrong. See, this one I'm joking. The other one I wasn't.
So Cap's still beating up people. There's 8 minutes left. I don't know if we mentioned the 9-minute countdown. We might have, whatever. There's a countdown.
Yeah, there's now 9. It's like 9 minutes to go or something, and it's like 8 minutes.
And then now Natasha is trying to leak all the information on S.H.I.E.L.D., Hydra, everything.
She's not trying. She's setting it up to release it.
Yeah.
You know, she's literally in the process of releasing it up until the point of needing the access codes to fully, finally release
While
it.
she's doing that, Cap makes it to one of the terminals and places the chip inside. So now one of them is ready to go.
Yes.
They have names for each of the ships, but I didn't know.
It's not important.
It was Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Something like that, but I don't know the order. Whatever. Falcon is still...
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Is that the
We don't know the order of the chips insert, is what he's saying. Were the chips inserted in Alpha?
I'm pretty sure.
Beta,
I don't remember
and
who
then
puts in the
Charlie?
first one. I think Cap puts the first one in.
Or
He
do they
says
talk-
Alpha helicarrier, Alpha lock, and then Falcon puts his in. He says Bravo lock, and then before Steve can get to Charlie lock, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
But is that used as like numeric, like whichever one he did go to first, would say Alpha locked because it's the first one?
Well, I assumed it was just the helicarriers.
Well,
they happened
that's
to
just a
just
thought.
get
I
there
don't know.
first in the correct order. I don't know.
Well, I'm actually asking as well.
I
don't know the reason
you have
either.
the movie pulled up, I assume. Do they say Alpha lock first and then Bravo lock and then the other one?
I don't see order, but I do see Alpha locked.
I'm right again, folks. I've never been wrong once on this whole show.
Liar, pants on fire.
Can I have that water then so I can put out the fire?
No, you get to burn.
Crap.
Speaking of fire, Falcon's still being chased around. A bunch of missiles fire at him, and he like.
Speaking of fire, they're firing at him.
Yeah. Falcon asks Cap, so how do we know the good guys from the bad guys? If they're shooting at you, they're bad. And in this moment that you're talking about, he's like, Cap, I found the bad guys you were talking about.
So like he uses the missiles to break the bubble at the terminal.
You good? Yeah, I'm good.
And he flies in, he places the chips. That's 2 chips down.
So
One
I
more to
suspect
go.
he says Bravo lock, and then he departs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Alpha Bravo Charlie. That's the.
Were there helicarriers named that, or is it just like numeric?
Sam says Bravo.
Is
Sam says Bravo lock.
I wasn't arguing. Okay. I wasn't saying you were wrong this entire at any point during
You were
this.
thinking it.
I
You
wasn't.
were
I was just trying to come up with maybe another reason that it could be in the order. Like, are the helicarriers? Because I'm still confused. Is the helicarriers that are named Alpha, Bravo,
I just
Charlie,
assumed it was
or
the
is it the
helicarriers.
order that the
Because then how do you
first
identify?
chip?
How would Hydra identify the helicarriers? So I just assumed
They have
it
a
was-
different name for that.
What do they
You
call
know
it?
What I mean,
I
I don't know. It's just a thought that I
Red
had.
Skull.
Because we didn't have an explanation.
Zola?
Yeah, why not?
Zola's the third
Yes,
one?
Yes.
Zola lock.
Solo lock.
I am
Anyway.
not Zola's top guy. I'm just going to stress that right there.
So meanwhile, there's air support trying to gather up ships and troops to help.
We're the
support
only
Captain.
shield.
We're the only
air support
Captain Robbins has got.
Yeah.
But
And
unfortunately,
none of them get off the ground.
Bucky thwarts this by exploding them all.
The poor guy
One-
who gets kicked into the
That
blades.
looks.
Oh.
This is now the second Captain America movie in a row where some poor schmuck got launched into the propellers.
Yeah.
Does that happen in Civil War?
We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
And then Bucky takes the Quinjet.
Yeah. Shoots the last guy, the last Quinjet that's still able to fly. He takes it up
Bro
into
is
the
just
final
killing
helicarrier.
everybody.
He's got a mission.
How does Bucky live with himself when he recovers? I would not.
He kind of doesn't.
I know,
It's kind
it's
of
like-
shown.
I would not want to be Bucky.
We come back to Natasha, who's wanting to disable the encryption security thing. And Pierce says that you need it's an executive order
You
that
need
requires
two alpha level members.
Alpha level members.
And she says, "Company's coming."
company's coming.
Then the helicopter slowly comes in. Ba, 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 ba,
And then
ba,
the
song.
epic door opens.
door opens and it's
He
Nick
walks
Fury.
in. He looks. Oh,
This would have been a lot cooler if we didn't know he was alive. But he's
Yeah.
alive. Here he is. And
well, I mean, it's the big reveal for Pierce and the rest,
He's
right?
super pissed.
Oh, he's pissed.
he's mega pissed.
He's like, oh fuck.
There's
He's like,
Fury.
the one thing that could have thwarted this in this moment.
And there he is.
Literally walks through the door.
Pierce trying to justify whatever all he's done.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, you think this really changes anything just because you're here? You didn't think we wiped your
The Nick
stuff
Fury's
from?
like, I'm sure you wiped my password, but if you want
probably wiped my retinal scan too.
But if you want to stay ahead of me, Mr. Secretary, you need to keep
both eyes open.
As you see
Removes
the
the eye
moving
patch.
image.
This is a lot
so
less
good.
cool after having watched Captain Marvel. You have
Yeah,
to
no-
admit,
knowing
it is
where it came
significantly
from.
less cool knowing that.
But it works.
This
I
is
don't
what
know,
I
it
was
was still-
talking
it
about.
was still pretty
This
cool.
is what I was talking about when we watched Thor, and I said it was the one of two categories where the movie was bad, but the lore it introduced wasn't destructive. Captain Marvel fucked up Nick's eye in the most lame way possible.
I don't know. I don't know if it was. I don't know if I.
But this moment's still kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
This moment is fantastic.
The moment itself is cool.
But they activate both the eye scans and the safeguard are removed, and
Yeah.
And she uploads it,
Boom,
and it's
everything.
trending, as she so eloquently puts it.
Yeah. And then
imagine
is this
being
when
like
he fries everyone?
Yeah. Well, he fries the
That's
governmental.
later.
No.
officials.
It's later. It's later.
later.
All
That's
right,
why.
no one heard
That's
that.
why I said it so vaguely.
No
Connor.
one heard that.
We quickly cut back.
You
to
guys kept saying Bucky. All right.
Yeah,
That's a much
and you
bigger
kept
spoiler.
saying Winter Soldier. And I'm like, yes, okay, fine, sorry, my bad.
That's a much bigger spoiler.
right,
than
right, Mr.
nameless
Hypocrite.
government
Got it. Yes.
goons get zapped.
We cut back to Hill. She kills some guards, and there's 6 minutes left. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, because they're trying to get in
to the final
like area. So
Steve jumps off the helicarrier. Sam catches him.
oh yeah. Sam, I'm gonna need a ride. All right, let me know when you're ready. I just did because he has already jumped off.
Well, it was the explosion.
Well, he literally is running, right? He's like, I need a ride. And right after he says that, he literally jumps off because of the explosion. And then while he's falling, Sam's like, let me know when you're ready.
I just
did.
It was the explosion. I won't be taking any questions.
Sam takes them both to the last helicarrier, but Bucky then knocks Steve off the helicarrier and
then rips his wing fresh
Oh.
off.
Falcon goes to Steve goes to save him and then
grabs the wing, rips it fresh off.
Well, he throws him. He rips it off a little after.
Okay, they
that
scuffle.
They scuffle,
but he's no match.
He tries to shoot him with the machine guns. Tries to get away, but then while he's trying to get away, he uses the grappling hook on one of the wings and then
pulls
rips
the wing off,
Yeah.
and he does he throw him off or does he fall off? From
He
here?
basically like kicks him off.
Okay, so there goes
but
Falcon.
he parachutes away.
Yeah, he undoes the last wing. He parachutes down. He tells
just
Cap.
barely makes it in time.
Yeah, barely. Literally, still rough landing. Those knees probably hurting.
Oh yeah.
But Steve is still like on a lower level of the helicarrier.
Yeah,
Still on the
he
ship.
wasn't. He didn't fall off completely.
And Bucky notices this.
Yeah.
Because Steve kind of like crawls away.
Falcon tells Steve that he's out.
Yeah.
I'm on the ground. Suits down. Sorry. You know,
You're on your own.
You're on your own. I can't do anything.
And meanwhile, Rumlow is on his way to the council meeting, and Maria Hill tells Sam that Rumlow's
on his way to the council meeting.
Because Rumlow's trying to back up Pierce.
Yeah, so Sam's gonna go work on that.
Yeah.
So then we cut to the last control room where Steve and Bucky converse.
Yeah. Bucky is standing in front of the chips that Steve needs to get to.
Steve doesn't want to fight him.
He's like, please don't make me do this, Bucky. Please.
Then they fight.
Yeah,
Then they fight.
Big fight.
Very good.
And throughout,
fight.
throughout the beginning of the fight, at least, Steve is just trying to ignore.
Just to get to the thing.
Just trying to get to the thing and put the chip in. You know, he gets part of the way there.
He gets the chip. He needs to get out.
Yeah.
But he can't get his in.
No, before Bucky basically
Throws them both off the thing.
And then
Bucky
it's
has
just
the
like
chip.
it's just like a
struggle.
Like a tumble downward.
and like just trying
Lower
to get
level.
the chip. Like
It slips from his hand. It falls down. It jumps after it.
I'm like, this chip must be like high grade impact resistant.
Well, it's not
chip.
an SD card.
He eventually chokes him out to knock him out. Step.
Yeah, he's like, let it go, and he's like,
Drop
drop it.
It's how I talk to my
He
dog.
breaks
Like,
his
something
arm. He
you're not
breaks
supposed to.
Bucky's
His
arm.
last real arm.
Yeah, his real arm, not the mechanical one. He prevents the mechanical one from moving using his legs as he chokes him out, and then Bucky finally releases it.
Well, he faints for like a second.
Yeah, he faints.
Not for long, but he faints.
Yeah.
He grabs a chip and runs away. Then we cut back to
Climbs back
to
up.
Rumlow and Sam. They start fighting.
This is gonna
Rumlow
hurt,
has-
pal. Oh man, shut
Yeah,
up.
he gives him some villain speech about this is like power and such and such and shut up and they fight.
man. Yeah.
And Rumlow's very clearly winning, like not by a lot, but he's definitely winning.
He's definitely the younger, more in shape, more
agile.
agile, and like recently was still in training.
Yeah.
Wilson was out for a while.
He's
not
rusty.
training. He's rusty. He's still able to fight, but not to the degree that
Rumlow.
someone who was trained and was literally just doing his job like last week. Not even yesterday. So there's that. So he's not winning, but he's not
Completely losing.
Yeah.
But he isn't winning.
No.
And he's tossed, and Rumlow's like, you're out of your depth, kid. And then he just starts running. Rumlow turns
what the
around.
fuck?
Oh, wait, we've definitely...
shit. Yeah, we've missed something, by the way.
No.
Somehow we
I think we
skipped-
did skip over the pin thing because at this point Pierce is at the control module and he's readying the turrets to start targeting people. So that might have happened earlier. The whole thing with the pins, that's how he recontrols.
So then we're going to go back to Bucky and Steve, who Bucky's just dropped the chip, and Steve grabs the chip, and he jumps back up, And on his way up, he's climbing.
Gets shot in the butt.
Shot in the butt? Is that
Yeah, no, well, okay, it's literally like right here.
Thanks
you can see the red
Thank
dot.
you for pointing at that.
So Steve's climbing, he keeps getting shot.
He's getting his way up and shot
like
again.
3 times.
Well, he gets shot twice. He goes ready. He gets ready to put the chip in, and then he's shot the third time. Right down there,
right
and he
in
goes
the
into shock.
Yeah, I mean, you can see him literally going into shock,
struggling to stay awake, stay
You see
coherent.
a giant red spot
of blood
pooling,
expanding
right on his belly,
and he's struggling.
And there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah, big countdown. You can see the screen that the aiming is the algorithm is working.
It's starting to
target
pick up
everyone.
targets. You see a lot of names.
You see a lot of familiar
Tony
names.
Stark is on that list.
Yeah, you see the Stark Tower as it zooms out. Avengers Tower. The President
Matthew Ellis.
The Pentagon.
Bunch of people in the Pentagon. A bunch of random average Joes.
A bunch of random people. There was one.
They mentioned Stephen Strange. He's not here. There was one other guy who was a known.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. The one we haven't mentioned. Anyway, it's counting up, and on the screen you can literally see it going from the targets from 0, and then it's just immediately to 100,000 and counting up rapidly 200,000, 300,000, and you can assume that it's just continuously until they say saturation of the region complete. We can't target anymore in this region, basically.
And right in the nick of time, Steve.
Yeah,
he puts the chip in. He's
literally in the last second.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Where'd all the targets go?"
The targets go down all the way to 3.
Where are the targets?
Where'd the targets go? And it literally drops down to 3, and it's just the 3 helicarriers.
Yeah.
And
so
then
Steve tells Hill to fire now.
She's like, "Get out of there!" And she's like, "Fire now!" But see, do it.
So all the
Bro has an addiction to self-sacrifice.
Literally, he's like, "I must die."
Do you think he was mad at Iron Man for being the one to self-sacrifice in Avengers? It should have been me. It should have been me.
The first thought was, that's a one-way trip, Tony. He's concerned.
I know.
Come on.
He's like, I wish I had an Iron Man suit so I could have done that.
So all the helicarriers, the turrets are turning to face each other,
and
they start shooting.
Firing. Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win? My vote's on Charlie.
Personally, I like Charlie's odds.
They all start exploding.
Charlie has main character as plot armor because the main characters are on that ship.
Quite literally.
So while this is happening, Bucky is clinging on.
No. Bucky gets debris being blown up.
Steve hears the shriek from Bucky, and he looks, and he's
trapped underneath a giant girder.
Yeah.
So he rushes down, very injured, to try and help
lift
free Bucky.
Bucky barely gets out, and then immediately starts beating up.
Well, he doesn't do it immediately.
Not immediately.
Steve tries to reason with him. And I suppose,
you're my mission.
I suppose to try and resist the
I'm not gonna
brainwash
fight you,
resistance, he just starts wailing on him.
You're my mission! Oh my god.
Then finish it.
I'm getting emotion just thinking about it.
While this is happening, back in the council room, Pierce is obviously disappointed.
We didn't.
There's a lot going on.
Natasha electrocutes herself. Cause I think he's about execute her. Or whatever.
Yeah, because
she shocks herself to
disarm the
thing. You can see on Pierce's thing
the badges.
Rebooting. The badge is rebooting. Before he can press that, he gets shot.
By Fury.
Or not shot up here. They can't see.
We can't see.
I aimed at my
Fury
head.
shoots it.
He was shot in the chest.
By Fury.
Yes. And his final words are
Hail Hydra.
And he died.
Fucking lame ass final words.
Well, I mean, he died. He died for what he believed in.
I still
Truly
think
a
they're lame
heroic
ass.
virtue. He died doing what he loved.
True.
I can't even say that without laughing.
So then all the helicarriers are still crashing down. One of them is.
We mentioned that the rest of the security council's dead.
They're already dead.
Yeah, right. We mentioned that,
dead.
right?
Nameless goons.
You want a 2-inch hole bored in your chest. He leaves Natasha alive strictly because if he had killed Fury would then have just shot him.
Yeah.
So he needs
Her alive.
her alive, so he has a hostage, so he can get away. That's basically because the first few times I'm like, why didn't he just kill them all? Like he's Hydra.
Well,
why isn't he a bad guy?
There's no badge on Fury.
Yeah, but like it took me a little bit,
Although
but-
Fury has no hand-eye coordination because he's. I'm sorry, it's depth perception.
I was just about to correct
joke.
you. I'm like,
I
it's
ruined
depth
my
perception.
joke. It was depth perception. So he had a slight advantage. So he
Yes.
could have played that gamble. He would have lost the gamble.
Lost it, definitely.
One of the helicarriers is crashing.
Yes,
into
it's
the
on its
building.
way into the building. This is where
when-
we were.
When Sam just literally
Sam
just
starts making
looks
a
up
run
and
for it.
runs, and he's like,
Rock
"Why are you
Rumble
running?"
turns around. Son of a bitch! Almost immediately buried by the rubble.
How he survived?
Crazy.
Marble.
Fuck.
It's
Plot
marble.
armor.
I know. He must come back as Crossbones.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then it's like, "Hey, you still got that helicopter?" He's like, "Yeah, where are you at? 41st floor. All right, stay where you are."
Not an
an
option.
option.
You just did the Officer Earl Flint Lockwood run.
Well, that's what he does.
Lockwood. Not an option.
And then he goes through the building.
Jumps
we
out
see
the
the
window.
helicopters way
Trying
lower.
to climb. He jumps out the window. It
He
rotates.
has to
'cause
rotate. Yeah,
He would have been the second guy this movie to get
To
eaten
propeller,
by propellers.
yeah. And he's like,
41st
41st.
30 floors.
Well, it's not like they put the numbers on the outside of the building.
They fly away.
They fly away.
Unharmed.
As we mentioned, the stuff with Sam and Steve, or not Sam, Bucky and Steve is happening. They're fighting.
They're on that helicarrier,
I'm not
the
gonna
one that
fight
just
you.
buried.
I'm not gonna
Rumlow.
fight you. Drops his shield. We see it fall out
Falls
of
into
the.
the Potomac.
Yeah.
You're my mission.
You're my
Pow,
mission.
pow, pow.
Then finish it. Because I'm with you to the end of the line. Oh,
he goes in
broke
for
me.
one last
Fucking
punch,
broke me.
stops, looks at him, and you can see in his eyes the realization. It all comes back to him right there, or at least enough of it where he realizes, oh my God, I shouldn't kill this guy.
But as he pauses, some debris falls.
Yeah,
and
debris
Steve falls down.
Knocks Steve, not Bucky, Steve, into the river.
And
Down
Bucky's
the water.
just holding on with his one good arm because it's mechanical and not broken. And he's just looking down,
So we see Steve sinking
falling
down.
in sync, and then we see
As it
like a
fades to
murky
black,
hand
hand reaches in.
out. And then we see
It was Bucky.
Bucky.
Bucky pulls Steve onto the shore and leaves him there.
Leaves him,
And
basically.
just walks away, never to be seen again.
And then he goes to the Smithsonian.
Then we go
No,
to the
no,
hospital.
no.
We go to the
We
hospital
follow
first.
Steve.
Sorry.
Steve's in bed at the hospital.
I
Wait.
skipped one scene.
I think we're skipping another scene. Is it the hospital first, or is it Natasha on Capitol Hill? I'm pretty sure it's Natasha on Capitol Hill. What do you mean, what?
Capitol Hill. What the
when
conference?
That's what-
when
that-
she's
yeah,
on
she's
trial.
on-
Not
that's later,
trial.
later.
Like, that's
It is
later.
later?
Yeah.
It's coming in like 5 minutes.
I'm like, yeah, I don't
It
think
starts
that's...
with the hospital because Steve is in bed. Sam is sitting next to him. He's playing the
Yeah,
album that he
okay.
mentioned in the
I
beginning.
thought that
What was it? The
afterwards.
Working Man?
Something like that.
It's the album that
The
he put on
Marvin
the list.
album.
Yeah. He's playing the album that he told Steve about in the
Yes.
beginning of the movie.
Steve wakes up. He says,
On your left, and he just gets the shit eating grin, you know.
And then there's a montage of where all these characters end up. Maria Hill works in HR at Stark Industries.
Yeah.
We see
Sharon's dead
Agent
eye
18, dead eye shooting.
for the CIA.
Sandra Stern gets arrested.
Sanderson's
Good
getting
riddance,
arrested.
bastard.
Rumlow is brought into the hospital. We see it's like
We see a
charred
completely
body.
like decimated body.
Fury enters a storage unit.
Takes his eye patch
That's,
off
that's intercut with Natasha.
at
My
Capitol
my
Hill. Yeah, I was
apologies.
like,
Here we go.
She says they're not going to arrest them
because you need this. You ain't gonna put superheroes behind bars, pal.
Well, they make a point out of saying that now Natasha's passed as her service both for this country and against it, is what they say, is now in the public eye. They know who she is, and they're talking about arresting her. And she says, "You're not going to arrest me because you need us."
I'm one of the good guys.
I'm one of the good guys. We may or may not contribute to the fact that the world is a crazy place, but we help protect it.
Yeah.
And you need us. And if you want to arrest me, you know where to find me, but you're not going to. And she leaves.
Yep.
Straight up walks out.
Literally mic drop moment.
Yeah.
Like
same shit as Iron Man 2.
And then just like, she might as well have just walked, like backward walked, just
Again, same shit as Iron Man 2.
just like
Saves the day by telling the government to fuck off.
Literally, fuck off.
Meanwhile, in the storage unit, Fury gets a passport with some stuff inside. He puts on some sunglasses.
Takes his eye patch off.
Yes, and
puts
he
it
burns
in.
He puts on the
And we
sunglasses.
see him like
And he just
leaving
burns
a
it.
trail of lighter fluid or whatever, and he just burns it all.
Then we cut to the gravesite. Sam, Steve, and Fury himself meet at the grave of
Nick
Fury.
Yeah. Wow. See, I thought he died, but then he came back, but now he's dead again? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fury says he's going to go to Europe to find more Hydra rats, those who might have salvaged elsewhere.
Jump from
Invites Sam to join him.
He
He's
declined.
like, nah, I'm gonna stick with my buddy over here.
Well, he says he's more of a soldier than a spy.
Yes.
Then Fury leaves.
Yeah. Fury leaves. Then Natasha walks up and says, "That's
I pulled
the
some
closest.
strings. I pulled a favor. Okay.
That's the closest you'll hear him say to thank you. So take it as like a compliment or whatever."
And then she
Then you-
says,
yes.
I pulled some strings. I got a favor from Kiev. Here's that file. Don't pull on that thread too hard.
Yeah.
And we look at the file, and it's Bucky. file as the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, we see the
Bum, bum,
cryo
bum.
chamber picture as well as his like army picture.
She tells him to call that nurse, and her name is Sharon.
Sharon, the nurse, Agent 13.
We're not talking about that last name. That's another movie. And then Sam says he'll help Fox.
They say Agent. They call her Agent 13. And
Yeah,
then
her last
he meant
name.
the last name.
We'll get to that another movie.
Sorry.
As the last scene.
I misheard you completely. My bad. Yes.
Sam says he'll help Cap find Bucky.
You don't need to. When do we start?
Then credits.
Then it's
We have
the
a post-credit scene.
mid-credit scene,
Mid-credit
right?
scene, yeah.
Mrs. Bucky and the Smithsonian?
No, this
What's
is
the
Baron
mid-credit
von
scene?
Strucker.
This is Strucker,
And a
yeah.
scientist in a
That's
hidden
right.
lab.
I had them mixed up.
They say everything has leaked to
Into
the public.
Yeah.
Everything
Not
that
every
S.H.I.E.L.D. knew about.
Knew about.
They didn't know about us and blah 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 blah. We're the
Don't
bad
we
guys.
see the scepter?
We see
We
Loki's
see
scepter.
Loki's scepter.
Hydra continues around the world, and they'll
Yeah.
feed those locations to the Avengers to go
Yes.
hunt them down, but they'll keep this base hidden. As we see, they talk about volunteers and survivors. They call them the
Twins.
We-
Quicksilver, Scarlet
We
Witch.
see Pietro and Wanda Maximoff in their glass cells.
And you can see them in like basically the beginning of with their powers.
Yeah,
you know,
Pietro's
there's like
zipping around.
Pietro's
the room,
zipping
and
around. And she's like,
manipulating
yeah,
cubes and stuff.
yeah.
I love Quicksilver. I'm just a Quicksilver guy. Like in
Quicksilver's
these movies and in the Fox movies, I'm just a big Quicksilver guy.
He's done
they
so
do-
dirty though.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
done
well,
very
he
dirty.
goes out on a very heroic way.
He does,
In his
but he's
first
done
movie?
still very,
I remember
very dirty.
We're definitely jumping the gun here, but I have read that they did that because the rights to the twins, I guess we'll just call them, as comic books adapted into a movie were murky at this point because Fox had the mutants and Marvel/Disney had the Avengers, and there was some overlap.
Yeah,
And neither of them wanted to use them without getting explicit, okay, where do they fall in the rights that we've established? So they basically came to this agreement that they both can use their own versions of each character. So Fox was actually allowed to use Scarlet Witch, they just chose not to. And Disney, obviously they used both, and they saw that Fox was using Quicksilver, so they decided that they would only use Quicksilver for that one movie. So there was no legal reason that either company couldn't use both, but they figured, I guess they came to like a handshake deal where they basically went, to avoid like audience confusion, you get Scarlet Witch and we get Quicksilver.
I guess.
Or I guess I got it backwards. Or you got Quicksilver and we get Scarlet Witch. There is, I don't know, I've probably muffed the explanation, but that is based in fact. That's like
Drama aside, they still did Quicksilver dirty.
But we'll get more to that.
If he had to die in the first movie, it's not the worst way to go.
We'll get into that.
We will get
in
to
Age of
it.
Ultron,
We will get to it.
which is in a couple movies from now.
Yeah.
But that's how that scene ends, and then we have another post-credit scene at the very end.
Bucky,
Bucky,
the Winter Soldier, who may or may not be Bucky because he doesn't quite know who he is, finds out who he is.
Yeah.
He
At
sees
the
his own
Smithsonian.
exhibit.
He goes to see his own exhibit at the Smithsonian.
His own memorial.
To find out who he was.
And that's how the movie ends. And then there's one last tagline: Captain America will return in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And
Underrated movie.
we'll get to it.
Specifically, yeah.
Yep, so we've gotten Thor will return, and now we've gotten Cap.
This is just a hunch, but I think Iron Man will also be there too.
Say what?
It's just a hunch. Thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode of The Road to Doomsday. Next week, we're going to watch an underrated, never before heard of movie that you may have heard of if you're like in these niche communities. It's called James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy. No one's ever heard of this movie. Right?
No one's ever heard of James Gunn.
No, who's James
that?
Gunn? He's this underrated, underknown director who's taking on the task of doing Marvel's least known superhero team.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to turn out. You think it'll have massive repercussions?
They may be even
in
super.
the entire superhero industry at large.
It could be super.
Could be fantastic. But thanks again for dropping by, folks. Hope you
have a good
enjoyed.
soundtrack with it.
Oh, it has a great soundtrack. I mean, we don't know. We won't know until we find out. But it'll be good. You'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. And see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Next time, baby. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine who lives in California. We were talking about which state sucked the least. Because I hate New York and he hates California. But we both hate the other state more. And I'm not kidding. One of our friends who's from New Jersey was with us. And as he piped in, we both on cue went, "Shut the fuck up. You live in New Jersey. Nobody likes New Jersey.
True.
Get out of here."
Especially New York.